What up? What up? What up? What's happening? What's going on with y'all? How y'all feeling in the world? How's the world treating you? Y'all know what it is. The ENLIGHTENED podcast. We back every Saturday, right here. Same channel, same time, same shit talking sons of bitches doing what the fuck we do. Amen. As always, we start with the rant of the week. The rant of the week is this. I don't know how I could say it to make y'all understand it. I don't know how I could say it to make y'all believe it. But it's the motherfuckers that rock with you the most that y'all push away the most. I don't understand that. When a motherfucker is on your heels trying to make sure you on your shit, those the people you rock with. Somehow, some way, y'all end up fucking with the people who don't really fuck with you. They just there just to be there. When a motherfucker reaching out to you, yo, what's up with you? You good? I ain't see you post nothing in a week. That's because they want to see you grow. Not the motherfucker that ain't never reached out to you. Not the motherfucker that has never asked you a question. Not the motherfucker that's low-key telling everybody, man, that nigga shit trash. But then when he see you, he like, yo, cuz, I see you be doing your thing. If he see you doing your thing, why he ain't making sure you doing your thing? Pause. I'm just saying. Start fucking with the people that fuck with you. That's all I'm saying. Amy? But now that we got that out the way, we in the motherfucking building. No ladies tonight. So, you know, we got the blackest nigga on the planet in the building.
You already know what the fuck time it is. It's the Blackberry himself. I'm back in full effect, motherfuckers. Now you see me.
You know what? I can appreciate the fact that you stopped doing those country ass slangs that nobody knows what the fuck you talking about. I can appreciate it. No, don't say one just because I said something, nigga.
I'm just saying it ain't my fault.
Don't say one just because I said something, nigga.
It ain't
no,
my fault that y'all uneducated. Okay, look, I can lead y'all horses to the water, but I can't make y'all drink, man.
Man,
hey, look, it ain't
at
my fault.
At least we knew what that one meant, because that's like a regular everyday. Everybody knows that. But you be saying shit like, "Oh, the trees ain't green on the other side of the planet." Like, what? We know what the fuck that even. Yeah, that's how you be sounding.
I ain't never said no shit like that. I don't know what the fuck.
It don't matter, but that's how you be sounding, son.
See,
the trees ain't green on the other side of the planet.
See, your mouth writing a check that your ass can't cash right now.
See, we know that one. So now you saying shit that we know, nigga. Keep going. Say another one, and don't choke, nigga. Paul.
All the shit I say, y'all know. Act like y'all don't know. Listen.
Do you ever know what this nigga talking about when he do these country slangs?
Bruh, don't try to play me because Philly niggas don't have an extended vocabulary.
Shiny forehead nigga, what you can't hear?
I'm doing so much other stuff. I'm listening to y'all bicker like old two women. Like,
nigga, I just asked you a question, son. Do you be understanding his country slangs?
So I haven't been around him long enough to hear these country slangs, so I cannot contest or deny any of that.
All right, Hector, you grew up in the South, right?
Allegedly.
All right. So when you were allegedly growing up in the South, didn't you hear the elders have these certain sayings of how like they would just say shit like these sayings, but you know exactly what they meant. Like something like the apple don't fall too far from the tree, but they be some very specific shits though. Like, I can't think of one right now because I'm on the spot.
Exactly.
But they typically just come to me as I'm getting ready to.
No, you typically make them up. That's what the fuck you do, nigga.
Right.
You typically make them up, and you can't seem to make one up right now at this moment. That's what that shit means, son.
Nigga, I do not be making them up. They be real shits.
This nigga be out here freestyling country slangs and shit.
mean,
You
if
ain't
it
slick.
works for
You
you,
ain't low,
if it
nigga.
works
Ain't
for
that
you,
how
it
they
works
say
for
it?
you, though.
You ain't low,
Hey.
nigga.
Look, when the shit show up on the t-shirt one day.
You know you made it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One of these days
Hey,
I'm gonna say
people.
some shit, and then I'm gonna blow up like Hawk Tour Girl did for like 2 weeks, and then
The
shit gonna
fact
be in the
that the
shirt.
fact that people, all she said was hot to her, motherfuckers went ape shit. Let me know that the world ain't shit no more. We
I'ma
all about clicks and likes now.
I'm gonna tell you
And she
why.
ain't say nothing fancy, fly, or none of that.
I'm gonna tell you why
No.
it went the way it did, though, because that is the last thing looking at that girl that you would expect to come out of her mouth. So
Wow.
Nah, white
that's
bitches is nasty.
yes, they are, but like you look at that girl, you think like she's some wholesome little, like just her look, right? And
Nigga,
then
the
was
most
Those are the
wholesome bitches
freaks.
suck the best dick. Fuck is you
I
talking
know,
about?
nigga, I know. I'm just saying, America has this idea in their minds that certain looks are innocent and wholesome, and they don't expect shit like that.
If she look innocent, that dick go all the way down her throat.
Hold on, baby. Chill. Hold on. You know what time it is, man. Come on now. All on the table. A cast unmatched, get outclassed. Who's not typecast for telling fables. The artifacts just kick back. Enjoy the panel. With true flies in all sides, get different angles. With grown talk the mission. Small talk is missing. Free talk don't always equate to your addition. The difference, no misstep in intellect. Delayed stress. This podcast a safe bet. Stay enlightened.
All right, my nigga, before you say anything, yeah, I know I fucked up again and I forgot to fucking change it because I know you about to say some shit. But the fact that you waited till today to let me know, nigga, because I've been posting shit all week. We got Uncle Dolomite in the building. Yeah, I know I've been fucking this nigga name up all week. It is what it is. My bad.
How you
son.
been spelling it?
Not like the way he spell it. I've been butchering it all week.
DOLO.
Yeah.
Dolomite.
Oh, Dolo. He's spelling it like he's sounding it out.
Facts.
He spell it like a Philly nigga. That's how they
Yeah.
talk.
You say?
That's how they
I'm
talk.
surprised the mic wasn't MIGHT.
Come on, son. You gonna do me like that, son? Pause.
Wow.
You that fucking illiterate now, son? I only messed up one fucking letter. Shit. The hate is real, man. But we got Uncle Dolomite in the building, man. What's up with you, son? Tell the folks a little about yourself.
Shit, everybody know me, man. I'm the host of the Too Much Game podcast, stand-up comedian, just all around real regular nigga. That's it. I'm a simple man.
Roger the fuck that, man. So I remember having a conversation with you. You was like, yo, man, I'm about to get on the stage for the first time. And ever since that conversation, you ain't fucking looked back one time yet. What made you decide you was about to get into comedy and you was just about to go crazy and no games was gonna be played?
Honestly, I just thought I'd be good at that shit. Like a lot of times I watch comics and not to sound cocky, but I'd be like, I'm funnier than these niggas. Like these motherfuckers ain't all that like special, nigga. I think I could do that shit. So just from me thinking I could do it, because at first the reason it took me so long to start was because I respect their craft. Even though I might not think they the funniest motherfucker, you know, it's like with anything, like you respect the difficulty of what a person does, even if you feel like you could do it better. Same with us in podcasting. It's 1,000 niggas hear us do this shit, and I'm pretty sure all of y'all have got it when you tell people that you do a podcast. Oh, you need to put me on that motherfucker. I'll be talking shit. Until you turn that microphone on.
And them niggas be mute as shit.
Exactly. They realize, nigga, this shit not as easy as it sounds. We can all speak, but it's a whole different thing when you got to carry a conversation for a certain amount of time. That's the same
and
thing.
Keep motherfuckers engaged the whole time.
Exactly. And that's the same thing when it comes to that stage. Like, everybody funny in the garage. Everybody funny in the break room. Everybody funny on the corner. That shit hit different when a nigga hands you a microphone and say, make this big ass group of people that don't know you laugh. You know, it's a whole different craft to it. So
or
You know,
30 to
like
45 minutes at that too.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, nigga, go ahead and make us all laugh with some shit we can't relate to. So
I had people say to me, "You funny as shit, man. You should do stand-up comedy." I said, "No, the fuck I shouldn't. I ain't that goddamn funny. I know who the fuck I am. I know I can't. To be a stand-up comedian, you gotta make a motherfucker laugh for 7 minutes straight, or 3 minutes straight, or 4 minutes. I could reply to some shit and say something funny. But making motherfuckers laugh for 3 minutes is not as easy as it sounds.
This
How
is
did
an
you?
art.
Yes. How
It's
did
an
you
art.
develop being able to craft jokes based off of real life or your experiences? How was you able to create 3 minutes of comedy out of that? Or how do you?
honestly, most of what I've used on stage, a lot of it is just shit I've said in conversation, or like my initial stand up, my 10 minutes was shit I said on Instagram Live, fucking around with King German. Like how we would be on live all day, like we would just say all type of random shit, and it's like, damn, I had them niggas rolling that day. I'm gonna write that down. Like I'm gonna try to see if that'll work on stage. Or damn, that shit was funny as hell. I'm gonna write that down. And shit, my first time getting on stage, my whole set was shit that I said on Instagram Live, and it killed.
Wow.
So
Oh.
I talked to JP Justice out of New York, and he was telling me like, yeah, man, come to New York. You know, I'd run you through a master class. And my thing was, if I can go to New York and do well, I'll stick to it. Because if I told him, if I go out here and bomb a bunch of times, I'm gonna quit. I'm just go ahead and stick to podcast. And like,
No, I hear
obviously,
that.
that's a gift God didn't give me. So when I went to New York, shit, I smoked it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and go 100% at this shit.
So what kind
Which-
of comedian would you say that you were? Are you slapstick? Are you lifestyle? Are you like what if someone was to say, who is Uncle Dolomite as a comedian, what would you tell them?
I'm an observational comedian. Like I make observations based on, you know, things that I've seen, things that I've experienced. Like if I had to compare myself to a person, and it's crazy because we're nothing alike person wise, comedy, maybe Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh,
Where yeah, where he sees something and
You know what?
I can see that.
You know what? After I ain't gonna lie, after watching some of your clips, I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it.
The one that there was the one thing that stick out. You were talking about the traffic, the difference between traffic in LA and New York, like how you described that. Like that's like a black Jerry Seinfeld take, kind of like if he was one of us, that's how he would describe the difference in the traffic.
yeah, cause that's the thing. Like,
So we
as
call
a
him
s-
Jerome Dolomite now?
nah, that's Jerry Seinfeld real name. His name is Jerome Seinfeld.
I
So,
I
hold
know.
on.
That was my little spin on it. That's
for
all.
real?
No,
Yeah,
really
that's
the nigga
Jerry
name.
is short for Jerome.
Hold the
Yeah.
fuck up.
This thing, no, let's be realistic. Would
Okay.
motherfuckers really gravitate to a white dude named Jerome though?
Nah.
You ain't got a choice.
Exactly.
Jerome Seinfeld sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
half
yeah.
black, half Jewish.
That's like
Right.
Deshaun Goldstein.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Hey, so while you bullshitting Dramo, I actually watch
Me
Seinfeld
too.
every night as I go to sleep. Every fucking night.
Yeah. Yeah. Seinfeld is one of those because I think the reason Seinfeld's so funny is because you could be like, that shit can really happen.
Yeah.
Yes. And every character on there is realistic. It's not like
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
created these fictional characters that you can't be around. Everybody knows a motherfucker like Kramer. Everybody does.
Everybody.
Everybody know an angry little nigga like fucking
Yeah.
George.
George. Yeah.
Everybody knows a hoe that don't realize she a hoe.
Boom.
Like Eileen or. But you
Like
know
real
what's so
shit, like-
funny about George? George get mad box.
Yes. But the nigga confident, and the nigga confidence still is shot like a motherfucker.
But he
This
have
nigga got the worst confidence in history and always getting bad bitches.
He got some game because I'm like he be pulling them, and then he can't keep them though.
I mean,
he fuck up.
No, he don't want to keep them.
Yeah.
He don't want, like the one where he got engaged was hoping the bitch was gonna break up with him the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's used to
her
it being like that.
licking envelopes. She died
Oh
from
yeah.
envelope glue.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah.
That's my shit right there. But hold on, real quick, go Mike.
What's up?
Is it hard not to recycle jokes?
Well, the thing is, as a comic, 99.9% of us are telling the same joke everywhere we go. Until we repeat a place, we not gonna change the joke. Like, you know, why would I perform different songs every concert? So it's like the same type of concept. Like, y'all niggas ain't heard these jokes, so they brand new to you. Old to me, I done said these motherfuckers 1,000 times, but you think they funny, he think they funny. That's why, like, a lot of what you see on my social media is not my material. Like, what I post on social media is icebreaker. Like, that's just what I said when I grabbed the microphone. I'm never using that joke again. Like, that traffic joke I did in Brooklyn, that's the only time I ever told that joke. Like, that joke I told in Harlem about them Bronx niggas not liking Brooklyn niggas, that's the only time I ever told that joke. Like, I'm gonna throw that on social media because I never need to use this again. Where my material that I use everywhere, I don't put that on social media because I don't want you to come into the show like, oh, here go that joke that nigga said on Instagram. Oh, this the joke from YouTube.
I know
I
a
can
lot
explain
of
that one, Dramo. A lot of the comedians go on tour. So at the end of the tour is when they normally release their special. So you might have heard him, and then years later he released the special, and then you're like, oh shit, I heard this joke before. Like I was at one of Kevin Hart's filming. He didn't release Our City, but by the time he released it, I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool. I heard these jokes before, but hearing a different audience react to them, I guess made them funnier in a sense. You know what I mean? Because every city's gonna react totally different to the same joke.
And because of the recycling, that's why a lot of comedians now, especially like the bigger comedians, they don't allow phones in their shit no more because people fucking that shit up for them. They can't take a joke somewhere else which I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like this shit is weird, right? Maybe it's just me, but I'm not spending my hard-earned money to buy a ticket to go somewhere and see some shit so I can show y'all niggas for free.
Yeah, people clowns. People are, listen, even when I go to like concerts and shit, right? I will take a little video to say I was there. The rest of the time, I am enjoying the goddamn concert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen people go IG live, stream the whole concert.
I'm just like, concert.
And see, and that's exactly why they have the policy, because it's not so much of the people who get 15 seconds to put on Snapchat or a little something to put on their story to let you know they came to the comedy show. It's the motherfuckers that'll basically leak your whole set. So by the time you get to the next town, they know all your fucking jokes because it's been streamed on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. So it's like, damn, I'm not even getting the response that I want to get because the art of comedy is the surprise. Like catching you off guard is the whole thing. So it's like, if you know what I'm gonna say, like how many times can you possibly watch Friday and laugh? You know how many times? Yeah, but it's like, because you're seeing new shit. But it's like you're not gonna laugh at the same joke a bunch of times. Like, you know, the first time a motherfucker said, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" You thought to get to the other side was funny. After the fourth time you heard it, it's like, all right, nigga, I know. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
right.
You know,
right,
so
right,
it's like, you know, that first time you seen a comedy special, you didn't laugh the fifth time the same way you laughed the first time.
Nah.
So we want that first time everybody's off guard, you know, especially like when it comes to the callback in a comedy show where I got a joke and I keep running it like, and then I smack the bitch. So, you know, I'm going through my whole set and then toward the end, y'all don't even realize I'm building a big thing to, and then I smack the bitch, and then everybody in the crowd is dying laughing. But if y'all know I'm gonna do it, it's not gonna hit the same. So I don't want you putting my jokes out there.
And people forget too, a lot of especially the bigger name comedians, they are normally shopping their special around, right? They might shop it to Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, all these major brands. But if the shit's already leaked, Amazon and Netflix like, why do I need to pay you millions?
Facts.
This is not
Everybody
new
already seen
material.
the shit.
Yeah.
Everyone already seen it.
Yep.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, when it comes to comedy, like, you really got to protect your material. On top of the fact that a lot of people steal.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many comics, and like me and my mentor, we was talking about this because he was like, you can't marry the material too much, because as much as people steal, there are also similar ideas. Like when Trump got shot, a million niggas said, "Oh, he 50 Cent." He's 50 Cent the president, or because he was the 45th president, 1,000 niggas got the same idea of 45 Cent. So it's not that somebody stole your joke; it's you all had the same idea based on the same thing that y'all all saw. So when it comes to the material, like, of course you got to protect your material, but you also got to have that stage presence, and the ability to make whatever joke that you come up with, even if it's something similar to somebody else shit, for you to personalize it and make it yours. But that's another reason we don't want for the shit to get out, because it's like, even though it's mine, I don't want everybody to hear it the way I do it, because when I come to your town, I want you to be surprised when you hear me do it.
No, that's a fact. So I done had mad conversations with you, and I don't think I've ever asked you this motherfucking question. Where the fuck your name come from?
Honestly,
what made you come up with Uncle Dolomite?
Well, of course, Dolomite he already exists. Like,
legend.
There was a movie in the 70s, Dolomite, Rudy Ray Moore.
Legendary.
So
the
I
fact
really
that
like
nigga
that
did all
movie.
that shit on his own dime is even crazier.
Yeah, because the wild shit is, I didn't know that until I saw the Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah.
So I found out with everybody else, like, oh shit, I didn't know this nigga paid for this shit himself. I just thought it was like a real hood ass ratchet, the original fucking Tubi movie. That's what I thought. Like,
no, that's bad. I ain't even
this
think
was
about it that
Tubi
way.
before Tubi. Like, damn,
bad.
nigga,
Innovative as shit.
Yeah, like
30 of them.
That's what I'm saying. PD Wheatstraw and all type of other shit. But like I said, like, as a teenager in high school, I used to watch that shit all the time. Like, that was like one of my favorite movies. And we used to do some shit at my school where we could bring a DVD in and we'll watch it as a class. So I brought Dolomite in. So everybody at my school was like, nigga, that's you. All you do is talk shit, fuck with bitches, and nigga, that's why you like the movie, because you just like Dolomite. So they just start calling me that shit. So for years I was young Dolomite until I got banned from Instagram. And I was like, damn, I need like a new thing to add on to Dolomite, because everybody know me as Dolomite. So Uncle came from just having nephews and nieces, and that's what they call me.
All right, so you said some shit that I can't remember. Like, when I was in school, I know they wouldn't let us watch shit, but you brought Dolomite to school and they let you watch it.
Nick,
I was in continuation
California
school.
is nothing like Philly. I can tell you that shit.
Yeah,
I
was
definitely wasn't letting us watch
school.
no shit like that.
It was a school for niggas who got kicked out of school. So it wasn't regular high school. It wasn't like it wasn't like a school of 2,500 niggas. It was a school where all the pregnant bitches and gangbangers go.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Full disclosure, nigga, I got kicked out of high school in like 11th grade. So it was continuation school.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, your teacher was a real one.
One thing I could respect about Rudy was the fact that he was the first person to bring on what was considered BBW or bigger women. Because back then, if you wasn't a little ass white bitch or a chick with small titties or something like that, you wasn't getting on shit. And he was showing, like, even on his fucking album covers, big titty bitches, all types of shit. Like, I could
big
respect,
ass, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I
you
can
like
respect the fact that he
you
did
like
that.
titties. That's why you kept going to titties, huh?
Yeah, I'm a titty man. I already listen. I'm a titty man to the core of me. What the fuck, son? It is what it is.
Yeah,
But
and the thing about it, like, you know, it was the unfiltered black experience.
Yeah.
facts.
You know, like being that it was a black man funding it, a black man creating it, a black man doing it all. It's like, nigga, this is what we as black people like. You know, most of the black exploitation films was done by white people.
Yeah.
You know, we was starring in it, but they was the ones funding it. So there was only so much creative control that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Where Dolomite was like, nigga, this is 100% me. So you gonna get exactly what we into. Cause honestly, my first time seeing a woman twerk was in a Dolomite movie.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I had never seen that shit before. I'm like, damn, they was doing this shit in the 70s. You know, because if it was either P.D. Wheatstraw or one of those movies, it wasn't the original Dolomite movie, but it was one of the Rudy Ray Moore movies that I saw where I saw that shit. And I was like, oh, damn. You know, like this nigga
So
was light years ahead of his time.
so far out of all the spots you've been, what would you say your favorite spot that you performed in and why?
Probably comedy in Harlem. Like New York was like that shit was surreal, homie. Like it just didn't even feel like a real thing. Like it felt like it was a TV show and the script was written for me to be the hero. Because at comedy in Harlem, like a lot of people can't even get on that stage. Like niggas who got clout, motherfuckers who own already, like they don't even be letting them niggas in. So for me to had only been doing comedy about 2.5 months in total to get up there and literally like I ran out of my time because, you know, I was brand new. So comedic wise, as far as what they call funny time, I only had about 10 minutes worth of funny time. He was like, man, just get up there and do your thing, man. You know, you can do 15 minutes. You can do however long you want. Once I got to the end of my material and I was like, all right, you know, come get me, nigga. I'm drowning. I don't have no more material. Like you can hear motherfuckers in the crowd go, oh. I was like, damn, y'all motherfuckers were sad to see me go. Like, and then the crowd erupted. Nigga, I start blushing. I was like, damn, like,
Oh shit.
I
Yeah.
couldn't even help myself. Like, nigga, I'm over here like little old me from motherfucking Compton. Like, I'm not from New York. You know, especially with the little supposed rivalry that we got with each other where niggas from out there ain't supposed to like niggas from out here and vice versa. So y'all don't have no reason to blow my ego up. Y'all don't have no reason to gas me.
And they say the New York market is one of the hardest markets for new comedians to break into.
I mean, you figure most of the big comedians had to go through New York to get popping, so I can imagine that.
Exactly. So like for me to come in brand new off nothing and then go out there and kill it, I was like, nigga, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this shit because this is crazy. Like I was expecting to get booed. I was expecting who the fuck is this nigga? Like I was expecting all that shit, especially as a motherfucker who, yeah, of course I got confidence in myself to know that I'm funny. That's why I'm doing comedy. But at the same time, like, you know, imagine a motherfucker from somewhere way far coming to one of your venues and you like, all right, nigga, go ahead and make us laugh. What you
gonna do, nigga?
Yeah, so it
make
was
us,
like
they say black people the hardest motherfuckers to make laugh anyway.
Look, all you got to do is wear the wrong outfit. You could be funny as shit. If black people don't like your outfit, they ain't laughing at a damn thing you gotta say.
Hold on, we was in Vegas and nigga, I almost started booing motherfuckers. I to this day, I'm still mad at Freddie Simone for laughing at a lot of the motherfuckers who was not even slightly funny. Still mad at him for that
He was
shit.
giving comedic what's the shit? Like, you know, just
fuck that, son. Fuck that, son.
You know,
fuck that, son. I'm tired of the gaslight era. I'm tired of the gaslight era.
But
like
you have to admit the last dude killed it though.
No, we was at a different night when
this is a different night.
This is when Freddie performed.
Yeah, when Freddie got up on stage.
That was before I even got there.
Yes. So before you got there, Freddie had we went to this open mic joint, And it was like everybody that got up there was just like, man, what the fuck is y'all doing? The one chick was high as giraffe pussy, couldn't remember none of her jokes. She was trying to like, and I get what she was trying to do. She was trying to like work the crowd, but bitch, learn if you was gonna get that high, know your jokes. Because you can't be high, not know your jokes, and not be able to work a crowd. Like you just, it's just
and
like
not
why
be funny.
Yeah, and you was one of the motherfuckers that got a long period of time. Like what you should have got 2.5 minutes tops.
Yeah, and that's kind of like an East Coast thing too. Like out there, you know, another reason I went to New York because California, we kind of nice to people to a fault. Like you'll go up in a California crowd, and if this shit not funny, they'll clap. So you'll still feel like you did decent because they like, oh well, you know, we don't want to make you feel bad, so we see what you did there. Where in New York, you'll hear dead fucking silence. You know, or they'll boo you, or they'll just tell you, like, who the fuck is this nigga? Get this nigga out of here. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
you know, like
nigga, they have niggas be loud as shit. What is you doing up there?
Nigga, they had the Sandman at the Apollo. You already know what time it is.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, in California, we don't have a high concentration of black people. So with us, a lot of times you'll do a lot of crowds where, yeah, there'll be black people, but it'd be like white people in there. So they want to be nice to you. Where you go to New York, nigga, that crowd is 100% black. Like when I was in comedy in Harlem, nigga, it wasn't nobody in that motherfucker but black people. You know, a whole lot of them venues. Because I did one venue where in my head I bombed, but according to JP, I didn't bomb. It was a Jamaican club. You know, I learned that night that Jamaicans don't fuck with comedy like that. Like, them some serious motherfuckers.
Yeah,
facts.
So the fact that I had like
not funny, man.
Yeah, nigga. It's like 2 or 3 motherfuckers in there laughing, and the rest of the crowd is just looking at me like, who the fuck is this?
But I would say for my peoples, right? Once you get them going, you solidify.
That's the first time I ever heard you own your people, cuz.
Well, I'm not Jamaican, but I'm Caribbean. So once you get them going,
you heard you own that. What's the difference?
Okay, cool. So once you get them going, you kind of got them. You know what I mean? But it's right. They're not easy to get to that point where because they want to not like you.
Exactly.
Off rip.
Because the thing is, they liked me as a person, but they wasn't fucking with the jokes. Like,
was you telling a lot of like California type jokes?
Nah, not really. Like at the time, because my set is completely different than it was when I started. Like when I started, I was doing jokes about wanting to smoke crack. Like the whole premise was like, you know, crackheads, right? Think about how many motherfuckers in the age of the 80s that by now, if they 50 and 60, they dead. Heart attack, cancer, all these things. Crackheads, they don't die. Crackheads can ride a bicycle with a fucking refrigerator on their back. Like crackheads that been shot, fell off buildings. They don't hurt themselves. You never see crackheads at the hospital. You never seen a crackhead with a cast on his arm. These niggas are invincible. So that was basically the premise of the joke. Like, nigga, I want to try crack. Y'all think crack is whack, nigga. That was the government trying to trick us out of the invincibility drug. So I'm telling the joke, and
this nigga done turned crack into the fucking super soldier serum.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right,
nigga.
right.
The Jamaicans was not fucking with it. Like all over New York, they was fucking with the joke. They thought the shit was hilarious.
Because them niggas live with nothing but crackheads.
That's what I'm saying. Them
the
niggas
ain't nothing funny about
in the Caribbean. They ain't crackheads.
And see, that's what I'm saying. So the Caribbeans, they wasn't fucking with it. It wasn't funny to them. Like they was just like. So when I got off stage, it's like, yeah, man, respect. Like you wasn't laughing, though, motherfucker. Like, would you respect my bravery, nigga?
Can I get a chuckle, a giggle, or something?
Like,
nigga,
damn, nigga. Shit. You was looking at me like you wanted to beat me up.
Make me feel like I'm on stage. What the fuck, son?
Exactly. So it was like. Go ahead.
I have a 2-part question. So does someone have to say your name like a pimp named Slickback, or can they just call you Dolomite?
I kind of been
just
like,
call you uncle.
Oh, you uncle.
Don't call me uncle, because I kind of feel like, nigga, don't do that. You know, because like on some real shit, and you know, I've been going back and forth about this shit. I think I'm gonna start using my birth name on stage because
Okay.
because Dolomite is already an established name in the world of
So you're
comedy.
gonna switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, because when I went to Brooklyn, the first thing I seen when I walked into the venue was a big ass poster of Dolomite. It was literally the
Wow.
cover of the DVD movie Dolomite. Once you walk in, that's the first shit you see. And I'm like, how the
Wow.
fuck do I walk around with this fucking name? Like, you know, that's like calling myself fucking Uncle Red Fox. So it's like,
Okay.
you know, I'm my real name. Like, I think my first year in comedy, I was using Uncle Dolomite because everybody knows me by that. Like, that's my podcast name, my social media name. They've been calling me that shit since high school. But now that I'm in the world of comedy, that name is already solidified. Nigga, I damn near look at it like a retired jersey. So
Gotcha.
now that I no longer really consider myself to be like a underground comedian, like I'm out here working, nigga. Like I'm on flyers now. Like I'm getting booked now. You know, it's time to take this shit a little more serious. You know, I took it serious the whole time. But as far as like, nigga, call me who I am, because none of my favorite comics have a fucking nickname.
So
Dave Chappelle's not a nickname. Eddie
That's a
Murphy's
fact.
not a nickname. Martin Lawrence not a nickname.
So now that you thinking about using your real name for comedy, does that change in the podcast world as well? Or is it like looked at as separate personalities at this point?
I'm not gonna call it separate personalities. I'm just gonna call it separate brands.
Okay.
Fucks with that.
You know, like the iPad, the iMac, and the motherfucking iPhone is all Apple. You know, so it's under the same umbrella. I'm the same person. Like, you know, even though as a comedian, I do jokes, and as a podcaster, I just say real shit. Like, I don't tell a bunch of jokes on my fucking show. Like, the podcast is not about comedy. The podcast is real nigga shit. You know, as a comedian, it's a completely different thing, but I'm the same fucking person. Like, you know,
how easy is it to keep the conversation separate?
to me, it's easy because when I'm sitting down in my home and I'm delivering this message, yes, sometimes I'll throw a funny anecdote in there because, you know, that's just how I express myself sometimes. Comedy is a completely different sport. You know, it's like asking Bo Jackson, like, how do you not bring your baseball bat onto the football field? Like, it's not really all that difficult on some real shit. Like, you know, the podcast is a podcast. I don't got a bunch of niggas in front of me waiting to laugh. So, you know, it's pretty easy. But, you know, like I said, like the reason I'm going to use Uncle Dolomite in podcasting is because that's been my name. Uncle Dolomite is not a podcaster. Rudy Ray Moore was not a podcaster. I'm the first Dolomite in this shit. And if I'm not, I'm the biggest. I'm the best. But in comedy, I'm a guest. You know, like in comedy, I'm using somebody else's shit. I'm not Rick Ross. Like, I'm not going into comedy trying to make my name off another nigga name. I don't even do the fucking signifying monkey. Like, I don't do that shit. Like, this a whole different thing. So, you know, and I've heard it before. Like, one time I did a show and they was like, oh, well, your name was Dolomite, so we thought you was gonna be doing raunchy Dolomite shit. And I'm like, bitch, just because I got the name don't mean like I'm a fake version of a nigga that's dead. You know, I got the utmost of respect for Rudy Ray Moore and what he did, but I don't associate myself. Like, I'm not like a fake version of shit. I'm the first me. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start using my real name.
So they say when
second part.
What?
Second part. What comedy special would you say was the one that made you want to become a comedian? Or you could say that was superb from start to finish. That was a superb comedic masterpiece. However you want to answer that, because I know I gave you two lanes, but however you want to answer that.
I honestly feel like it's too many. Like, I think probably on some real shit, if I had to pinpoint it, it might have been Bigger and Blacker by Chris Rock. Pause. Like, just the way, yeah, exactly. Super pause. But the way that Chris Rock like paced the stage, I do that to this day. Like just the way that Chris Rock, as oddly enough, a nigga that I view to be like a coward type of nigga, like the confidence that he had while he was walking on that stage, I'm like, nigga, that nigga in a zone, my nigga. You know, like the way that Chris Rock delivers his comedy, like the way that his mind works and how he thinks, like I'm a bigger Chris Rock fan than a lot of motherfuckers just because it's like, this nigga's a genius, homie. Like, again, the observational humor in how he just goes at shit, how he views shit. I'm like, nah, nigga. You know, that shit is dope. But at the same time, I don't think it inspired me to want to be a comic just because it didn't look easy. He didn't make it look easy. He made it look like you got to be a genius to do that shit. I don't think that I'm nowhere near this nigga intellectually. So it honestly intimidated me. It really made me not want to do comedy. But
so
at
I'm
the
really
same,
starting to feel like you got to be a comedian to like Chris Rock. Because every fucking comedian says this nigga is hilarious, but I just never, like in the beginning, before he was like Chris Rock, I thought he was kind of funny. Like I ain't trying to say he was like ha ha ha, but I thought he was like, hey, okay, cool. But it's like all the comedians look at him as like he's like one of the gods of comedy. But all the normal people, well, I ain't gonna say all, most of us who don't do comedy or aren't in that comedy realm look at him as just like a dude that just yells.
because
Do
he's
you
a
think it's
master
because the way he
technician.
structures?
Yeah, it's the technical difficulty of it. Like it's like Eminem. Like you know how certain rappers fuck with Eminem more than just regular people. Like a lot of niggas like, man, I ain't fucking listening to that shit. Where certain niggas like they love a lyricist. You know, lyricists don't really get a lot of love in hip hop. That's kind of the same way what it is with Chris Rock. Like because a lot of people, not even that they can't intellectually understand the humor, they probably just don't give a fuck for it. Where comedians are like, damn, I see what he did there. Damn, that's crazy how he came up with that. Like, damn, this nigga is, you know, it's kind of like how Chappelle is now, where a lot of us ain't even laughing. We just so impressed with the way that he came up with that idea. Like, damn, that was deep as a motherfucker.
So it's like a student studying the craft and seeing someone perform that craft at an all-time high, regardless how other people may look at it. We see the vision, we see the masterpiece, we see the art, we see the technical difficulty that it took to do that. It's like me in videography, like to be able to see the different lighting setups and to see how people, you know, painted this masterpiece. You have to be in there. You have to be able to study that craft if you're in that lane. Like I'm not a comedian, so I wouldn't see Chris Rock's. I know he's a genius, right, at what he does. I just don't see the technique because it's foreign to me. But now if you
Exactly.
tell me a camera person and what they're using and how I'll be like, oh, I see. Like for me, one of the cinematic masterpieces that I see has come from Ozark. If you look at season 1, it was bright, it was sunny, it was like, oh, we having a great time. By the final season, the color of the area was dark, it was moody, it was same place, but they transitioned you into a place that you like, we're in a really fucked up area in time right now.
Yeah,
They
like
put you, they made the vibe for you. They made the move for
Yes.
you.
yeah,
Yes.
just like when you watch like The Watchmen or 300 or certain movies like that, where it's like, oh, this motherfucker was cutting up when they made this. This shit don't look like nothing I've ever seen. Because like that's how I feel about the movie Belly. Like visually, that plot was garbage, but just visibly watching Belly, it's like the dopest shit ever. Like the opening scene of Belly is like amazing. Like
Speaking
Oh,
of
they-
Belly,
they was cutting the fuck up.
with you coming from California, which one did you like more? 1 or 2?
What the fuck kind of question is that? Like,
He's asking the question.
nigga 1, nigga 2 don't even exist. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know how they
you
got
might have had some bias. I don't know. I'm just
Hell
asking.
no. Like,
Yeah, the way
Hey.
his face just screwed up just then. Hey, you've been hanging around them Jamaicans for real because your face got screwed up for real.
cause
Like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
What kind of question is that?
yeah, like belly.
I ain't gonna hold you.
too?
I did think 2 was disrespectful and very, very pointless.
Yeah, like nigga, they need
don't
they
know.
don't call that shit belly. Like
No,
yeah.
I ain't even seen it. I ain't
they
like,
should have named
Yeah.
that shit
Nigga,
something
don't-
else.
don't waste your time either, son.
Please don't.
I will.
That shit was
I'll
super
agree with
good.
you on that. Like watching Belly, it was almost like you was watching a hip hop video.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
Hype Williams. Hype
Like-
Williams did his shit.
Like
I almost feel like they was trying to emulate damn, what's the Jay-Z joint when he first came out?
You belong to the city.
Nah. He did the movie. He did the movie, but it was all videos. Why I can't think of the name of the shit right now. The movie, it was a short movie, it was a short film, but the film was all videos back to it was like videos, but it was like short, conversation parts, but it was like video after video after video, but it played out as a whole movie.
Oh, yeah, I never saw it.
Can't think of the name of it. It is
So
what it is.
this nigga did a hip hop musical. He just out here think
He basically did, but
Like Murder Was the Case,
kind
or
of
Moonwalker.
Moonwalker was fucking.
Mm.
Yeah, Michael Jackson Moonwalker was the shit.
Yeah.
But like it's kind of like like that when it comes to go back to the Chris Rock thing. Like when you're in a space, you can see the genius of what somebody does, because as a person who does it, you can appreciate how difficult it is for them to do it.
Yeah.
Like as a casual basketball fan, you're not a fan of fucking Tim Duncan. But if you a power forward, you looking at Tim Duncan like, nigga, I wish I could do 1% of what this motherfucker does, because this nigga
Streets
is
is
a master of that shit.
That's the name of it. Streets is watching.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
never seen it.
Yeah. So,
You
but
know,
going back to what you said about Chris Rock, though, like as a youngin, I didn't fuck with Chris Rock at all. The older I get, the more I relate to the shit that he says. So now I find humor in it, because I'm like, now he talking about me. Now I'm the old ass nigga on the block. I'm the one that's thinking this way. So now he talking about me. So I can relate to that. When I was 16, 17, I was like, fuck Chris Rock. The nigga was he good as a crackhead.
You can
He
relate to
sound
him.
like a nigga that's yelling to me.
Yeah, see, like me, I always watched it different, because a lot of people, like I remember I was watching that shit with my kid's mom, and she was like, I can't get past his hands. The nigga got ugly hands. Like I ain't even noticed this shit, but every time
they see
Yeah.
shit we don't see anyway. So I
yeah, this nigga do something, she like, his hands look like tarantula legs. Like I just can't. I
I
can't unsee
I
it.
remember watching the game with my wife, and she asked me, "What percentage of people do you think in the NFL has dreads?" And I say, "Yo, just
Out
go
of
upstairs."
random.
No, yeah, very random. Just go ahead upstairs. I see you when the game go over. Like,
Yeah,
the
like-
game go off. Like we ain't doing this.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So like
She
watching
wanted
Chris,
she wanted statistics on this shit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
like, yeah, you distracted me from what possibly was just a good play to ask me about some fucking dreads. But yeah, go ahead upstairs.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
watching Chris Rock, it would be like just little shit he would say and how he would say shit. Like even as a young nigga, I'm like, damn, I didn't even think about that type of shit. Like, you know, when the nigga said like, I feel like each bullet should cost $25,000 because there will be no more innocent bystanders. Like,
Oh yeah, facts.
even as a teenager, because he was like, yeah, motherfucker shoot you a few times. I'm like, yeah, that nigga put $50,000 worth of bullets in his ass. He must have really did some shit.
Right.
Like to me, even as a young nigga, I said that's fucking.
That makes a lot of
brilliant.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
I will
also
say,
too,
100%.
Listen,
not to
here's
assume
what I will say.
anything, but like you grew up and you probably grew up around a lot of violence, and so you understood that with the straight bullet
Exactly.
hitting the innocent.
listen,
Exactly.
By no means am I saying that he didn't say shit that made sense. I'm not saying that, but I look at him and DL Hughley the same exact way. To me, they just two niggas that they too political for comedy. If you ask me,
DL
so to me, it's
Hughley,
not funny. It's just It's almost like I'm listening to the news versus I'm listening to a comedy show.
Yeah, and like with Chris Rock, I think that was also another thing, especially because again, like as a comic, we understand how difficult it is to make funny out of some shit that ain't funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Politics are not
I.e.
funny.
Paul Mooney.
You know, exactly. So if you have the ability to make some shit that ain't funny at all be funny, oh, you a beast, nigga. You cold. Because everybody can't actually make political things funny.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because even like with a DL, like I think DL is amazing. Do I care for his political views? Fuck no. But just on stage, like watching him, especially because, and this ain't like a name drop or nothing, but like on Wednesdays, I go to DL's room and watch him get down regularly. That nigga is a beast. Like,
all right,
to
real
watch.
quick though, you got to pause before you go any further though.
Thank you.
Hector getting uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, comedy room. My bad. Yeah, that nigga has a comedy room. He has.
Did he fuck it up? You can't say nothing about going into a nigga room.
Yeah, that nigga got a stage.
That nigga seemed like it was gonna be Diddy with a bunch of baby oil waiting for you.
I'm tripping. I ain't even noticed because you know, in comedy we use that phrase so much it ain't even like it's like unconscious now at this point. Like you know, if you got a stage, we call it a
lot of shit for a lot of niggas.
Yeah. You know, so it's like, you know, DL Hughley has a comedy venue out here that he hosts every Wednesday. So it's like to watch a nigga that this ain't written material. This shit is just off the top of the fucking head. Like you get off stage, whatever you talked about, he'll do 5 or 10 minutes based on your shit and kill you. If it's a fat bitch in the stage laughing too hard, or, you know, it's some weak ass drinks, or it's a hot ass day outside, this nigga will get on that stage and just kill.
So let me ask you this. Something I've noticed about some comics, and I can relate it to hip hop as well. I think sometimes people get caught up in the name versus the action. So like, let's say in general, Eminem, that last album he put out, in my opinion, me and EZEY, let me rephrase that. Me and EZEY tried to listen to the album.
Attempted to.
And we couldn't. Because the shit to us, it was like, all right, well, what the fuck am I listening to? But before we listened to it, everybody was, oh my goodness, this shit's so fire, this shit's so crazy. He back to the original M. First of all, the nigga 50. I don't want to hear the original M. I don't want to hear that nigga rapping like he fucking 20-something years old. I don't want to hear that shit. So when we listening, it was like, all right, I sound like a grown man assuming he's still a kid. And I think his name alone is what made people believe that the album was good versus listening to the album for the album itself. So do you think some people listen to certain comedians and it's not necessarily that they're funny, but it's just the fact that it's their name, so you just assume shit is funnier than it actually is?
Yeah. Like if Eddie Murphy comes back right now and tell knock jokes, everybody's gonna be falling all over the fucking place. Like, you know, like I said, like me personally, like I take the person away from it. Because like I said, I'm not a fan of DL Hughley's politics. And as of recent, that's all we really see of him. But when I went to the room, you know, to the stage and actually watched him perform, I'm like, oh no, this motherfucker's still hilarious. Like, fuck what he do on CNN. Like, nigga, if you see this nigga on stage, this nigga got everybody in that motherfucker in stitches, because that nigga is still that same funny ass nigga. He's not in there talking about what Donald Trump is doing, what Nancy Pelosi doing. Fucking no, that nigga's in there like, this fat ass bitch got whoopty bam. Nigga, look at this stupid motherfucker right here, nigga. This nigga said this. So it's like, to hear him in his element, that nigga is like, you know, like the same with the whole Chris Rock thing. Like, and it's with anything. It's like if you've ever played ball with a nigga that's in the pros, you can sense the separation between where we at and where them legends is at.
Yeah.
If you ever hooped with a nigga that's in the NBA, you like, oh no, nigga, that nigga is 6'5" and he dribble better than me, and I'm fucking 5'10". Like, this nigga could jump out the gym. He's taller than me, run faster than me, jump higher than me. He can pass that motherfucker like it ain't. Oh, that nigga different. It's a different fucking level.
And we talked about that. I talked about that with a friend of mine yesterday. Just like we were talking about the NBA and how like the Nuggets had 5 scrubs on the floor and they look awful, but they playing like the Trailblazers, who ain't that good. But it's like you realize how much like elite players versus the average player versus the average Joe. I'm like, I played pickup ball with dudes that played pro ball overseas and XD1 players, and I'm like, these niggas in the gym with me. So imagine how good them motherfuckers are that's at practice right now. Like,
exactly, because that's
the 12th man on the NBA team is better than every nigga in your city.
Yeah, because the thing is, and this is like something I was telling one of my homeboys, because I remember we was in high school. This nigga told me he'll wash Tyler Hansborough. I was like, nigga, Tyler Hansborough was the fucking college player of the year, my nigga, at North Carolina. Like, that nigga will whoop any nigga in Compton right now. Like, are you fucking out of your mind?
Look at Scalabrini. Motherfuckers still, they could keep talking all the shit they want, and every time they talk shit, he comes show up at your court and make you look like shit. And that nigga old as fuck now.
Exactly.
Still cooking niggas.
And that's the thing. Like, it's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
You know, and again, like it's the same as in comedy. Like, because as a comic now, after you've done so much shit, like I went to New York, I killed in New York. I come out here home and I done tow up shit at home. So it's like you get that in your head, like, nigga, I'm cold, nigga. It ain't a lot of niggas fucking with me, nigga. Like I'm really a nigga out here. And then you go see an actual legend work, and you like, okay, I ain't fucking with him. Let me shut the fuck up. Yeah, like I'm just pretty fucking good, but that nigga's a legend.
You know what?
That's a fucking legend right there.
I can appreciate the fact that you got enough respect, or you're grown enough to say, damn, you know what? I see I'm not that nigga. Because you got a lot of motherfuckers that, you know, they so overly confident that you see a motherfucker that's greater than you, and it's like, I'm going to just hate on this nigga. Fuck that. He ain't shit. Nigga, you ain't on that nigga level.
Yeah.
Respect that nigga. First of all, respect that nigga's level. Respect that nigga's longevity. Pause. Respect the fact that nigga is doing what the fuck he do. You know what I'm saying? That's like a nigga in the hood saying, oh, man, I'll out-rap Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't dropped an album in years, and y'all niggas ain't fucking with that nigga. Stop playing.
Man, look, as much as I want to believe I can hop on a track and go bar for bar with all these motherfuckers, I know if I go in the studio with Hove, I'm going to be intimidated and pissing down my leg trying to outright that nigga. Trying to outright Kendrick. Trying to outright J. Cole. I'm talented as a motherfucker. But them niggas is different.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like,
hold on. Speaking of Jay-Z, Kendrick, all them type of motherfuckers.
Yeah. Hey. 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 Yeah. Hey.
Okay. All you hip hop junkies, you think you know hip hop? Well, tell me what happened today in 2005. Better yet, tell me what happened today in 1989. We know you don't know. That's why Easy about to break this day down in hip hop for you.
Yo, so not a whole lot going on today in hip hop, but we do got 3 very significant events. 1994, in my opinion, the greatest movie soundtrack ever. Fucking Above the Rim soundtrack released today, 1994, 31 years ago, or almost 30 years ago. Oh, 31, yeah. Like,
so hold on.
That's just fucking crazy.
When we talked to El Chapo, right, and I was talking about, the Jay-Z joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was saying that you can't. He was trying to say that was a soundtrack, even though it wasn't actually a soundtrack.
American Gangster.
You talking about
Yeah.
American Gangster?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to say that it was a soundtrack, even though it wasn't actually a soundtrack. Right?
Yeah.
Can we look at a soundtrack as a great album?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you can. It's a compilation album, but it's an album.
An album is an
Nonetheless.
album is an album. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck what you want to call it. An album is an album. If
It's an
this
album.
shit was a great piece of work, nigga, the Above the Rim soundtrack was better than a lot of niggas' actual first, second, third,
Yes.
97th project. Fuck is you talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Above the Rim is they set for me. Above the Rim set the standard of what a soundtrack should be.
They set the
Over-
bar high on what an album
In New
should
York
be.
Drive, New Jersey Drive. Because we had some hip hop movies that
Mhm.
had some phenomenal soundtracks to them.
Right. But a lot of those movie soundtracks had songs that were already out that were placed on the soundtrack. Above the Rim, every single song was made for that movie. And it's crazy to me that Suge Knight was the executive producer.
And that's exactly what I was finna say. The fact that a motherfucker from the West Coast EP the soundtrack for an East Coast movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how you got that. Right?
Hold on, real quick before you go to your next fact, Easy. I'm assuming you saying Above the Rim is your favorite soundtrack of all time?
All time.
Dolomite, favorite soundtrack all time.
Same. It like I don't even think it's debatable, honestly. Like I don't even think there's a 2, 3, or 4 that's fucking with it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would say my next one on the list that's not fucking with it, but it's like I think the next best soundtrack for a movie was the Jason's Lyric soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
I don't even think I even remember that one, so I don't know.
Yeah. Set It Off
What
had a
would you-
good one too.
What would you say, Hector?
I actually like don't what was it? The spoof.
Don't Be a
Don't
Menace?
drink the spoof of that one. Yeah, that soundtrack was dope.
Nigga,
I
Don't
remember
Be a
listening to that
Menace.
sound.
That's the name of it. Don't Be a Menace. And
It don't be a menace. You thinking menace to
oh,
society.
the spoof for that.
Oh yeah. But I remember when that soundtrack came out. I remember listening to that soundtrack that entire year, like nonstop.
Yeah,
Mm.
because my second favorite is Boys in the Hood, but you know that goes
Yes.
without being said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking myself as a collective project. What's the name of the joint? The Martin movie where he was he had to get the diamond out the fucking
Blue
seal.
Street.
Blue
Blue
Street.
Street, yeah, Blue
That was
Street.
Yeah.
That was a good
Yeah.
one.
That was a crazy sound. As a
Yeah.
collective, as a whole, that was a hell of a fucking like that played out like a decent album right there.
Yeah, Trackmasters produced the whole thing, didn't they?
I'm not even 100% sure.
I know that was definitely a Def Jam. It seemed like that was a Def Jam heavy soundtrack. For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was one of them joints you pop on and you could just vibe the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
and it ain't even like they had the greatest fucking artists on there. It just was a dope fucking project altogether.
The Next Friday soundtrack was dope too.
Yes.
I can agree.
And I'm not even gonna. This is gonna sound weird, but Into the Spider-Verse 1 and 2 soundtrack
Yes.
is phenomenal.
Yes. And honorable mention, and I'm almost certain Dolomite might appreciate it. The Wash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
The Wash was dope,
That was a good one.
especially because that was like post Death Row West Coast shit that actually was dope.
Yeah.
Mhm. And as
That's
an
why me and
East
we was
Coast nigga
dead.
listening to that shit, it was like, damn, I almost got like a glimpse into how them niggas really listen to music. So it was like, damn, I fucks with this shit. Like,
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, because a lot of motherfuckers, you know, they be so wrapped up in the rivalry and shit. Like they try to make it so competitive. Where out here, like we don't really look at it like that.
Mhm.
Like we don't have like that's East Coast, I don't fuck with it. Like with us, if we fuck with it, we fuck with it. Like we don't have nothing to protect in hip hop. Where a lot of motherfuckers from New York, they damn near look at everything coming out as competition.
Facts.
Like, oh, we don't fuck with that southern country ass shit, nigga. You know, we like the boom bap. Oh, we don't fuck with that West Coast crip walking shit, nigga. That ain't real hip hop. Like, where us, we like, if it's dope, it's dope. We don't give a fuck.
Yep.
We
Dope
not
music
trying to
is dope
compete with
music.
niggas. We just like what's dope.
Facts. All right. Second fact of the day. 2011, Pharoah Monch dropped his album War. Pharoah Monch was cold, but I never listened to that album.
How about to say, I can honestly say I've never listened to a Pharoah Monch album ever.
Me neither. I respect.
He
He was
nigga
never one of those
bars,
artists
though.
who was like, I gotta listen to this nigga.
Yeah, I respect his bars, but like, you know, again, like I guess you would say, like Chris Rock, like he's a technician. Like, if that's what you listen to music for, dope as a motherfucker. But
and I
you know, you
honestly
ain't gonna play his
truly,
music around no bitches.
yeah, I only know one nigga. I only know one nigga walking the planet Earth who has listened to that album.
Motherfucking Flame.
J-Dot Flame.
And nigga said one of them niggas who wear the camouflage beanie with the bill on the front.
Nah, Flame had some Kento beads around his neck and in one hand and purified water in the other.
Yep.
While he was listening to that shit.
Or one of them chew sticks.
No, he had a vape. And the vape got water in it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely an archetype.
Yeah.
You know, the same as like niggas who listen to like Most Def and shit like that. Like certain niggas, like, okay, I respect you, Mr. Jan Sport Backpack, as a grown ass man.
Full disclosure. The same way I listen to 2 Chainz, the same way I could listen to Most Def. He got a 2-song max that I can hear in a row. I can't do 3 songs in a row.
Man,
even with Black Star,
you gonna stop hating on
Can't do
Chainz.
3 songs in a row.
You gonna stop hating on Chainz.
That's crazy.
That nigga get
I
2
don't know.
songs max, and if that nigga featured on the next song, I'm skipping.
Chainz
Two
is cold.
Chainz got a new album with Larry June that I listened to.
yeah,
I could listen to 2
That
songs,
shit been
and then
in-
I'm
it been in
skipping the next
rotation.
joint. I am not a fan of that. The project, I don't think the project is trash. I don't think the project is great either. I think Larry June was trying to take it serious, and I think 2 Chainz was trying to be too fucking comical.
Oh yeah.
think
Hey,
2 Chainz take anything
I told someone
serious,
that I told someone that you think 2 Chainz is the Rodney Dangerfield of rap.
Yes, I'm telling you, son.
Yeah, I honestly think that 2 Chainz is like a comedian rapper. Like I think 2
telling you,
Chainz
man.
is trying to be funny all the time.
He's
Yeah,
the
he
Rodney
is.
Dangerfield of raps. He's all about those one-liners. He talk about it all. He said all the time that he's the king of the one-liners. He say it all the fucking time.
2 Chainz don't take rap serious like that. Like when he rap, he just trying to be like as fun, not funny, but as fun as he can be.
He looking for his bars is the same thing as a person looking for a viral moment.
Yeah. He a TikTok rapper before TikTok.
I'm telling you, son, he's the fucking Rodney Dangerfield of rap.
But-
Y'all think I'm bullshit.
But y'all gonna stop hating on Chainz like he can't rap though. It's a gimmick, but you listen to 2 Chainz.
Nigga, Rodney Dangerfield was funny as shit.
Yeah, I know, but niggas be saying 2 Chainz. And I know I'm taking this a little bit too much to the heart. I'm too passionate about the subject. 2 Chainz not even in my top 20, but I respect him. and I'm
because he's from Atlanta. Fuck out of here.
I'm tired of motherfuckers. 2 Chainz, sorry, 2 Chainz can't rap. Like, nigga, are you listening? Are you listening? He like,
You said,
somebody
but
who
I
would
think
like a
I
kitchen cabinet.
think a lot of what it is with certain rappers, it's like hard to take them serious because of their delivery.
Yeah, and
Because
that's
even with a
changed all
nigga
the
like
way.
Ludacris had bars, but because he was so goofy and cartoonish, it was like hard to take the shit.
What the fuck I
serious,
say?
like-
Ludacris is another one of them dudes is a 2-song max. It is
yeah,
what it
because he's a
is,
fucking
like,
cartoon character. Like the nigga had bars, but it's like da 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 da. Like, all right, nigga, I'm cool. I can't do this all day.
Look, hold on.
I'm not
we
gonna play with
fuck,
this.
we fucking easy whole day up right
Ludacris, Ludacris, the old dirty bastard of the South. That's how I see
Yeah.
him. This nigga
But
think
nah, because I don't feel like Old Dirty had bars. I think Old
No.
Dirty was 100% delivery.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like Luda's delivery, it's more about the antic of he got bars, but he want to say it in a way that you gonna remember. It's like you
He's-
might not
he's
remember what I
actually-
said, but you will remember how I said it.
Regardless how
because
people
I
want to
look
look
at
at it or
Gucci
not,
Mane
he is
as the
very
fucking
technical with his bars. Ludacris
yeah.
is super duper technical with his bars.
Yeah,
Can't take that away from him.
I look at Gucci Mane as the fucking old dirty bastard of the South.
Damn.
I look at Gucci as a nigga that I can't understand.
Nah, I fuck with Gucci's music.
Most
Like,
I don't know what the fuck that nigga saying because he's just mumbling.
Like I was explaining that shit to the homie when they had the versus battle. I was like, Gucci make music for niggas in the trap. Jeezy make niggas who was in college that wish they could
Want to
trap.
be in the trap. Yeah.
Yeah, he make music for niggas that's trapping on that homework.
Jeezy make music for the niggas that's selling dope. Gucci make music for the niggas that's doing the dope.
I'm gonna put it to y'all.
Gucci
like
make music for niggas that's robbing the niggas that sell the dope.
Yeah.
Cause Gucci, a lot of Gucci's music, especially at the time that I was listening to it, I was in the street real heavy. I couldn't fuck with Jeezy. Jeezy sounded like a nigga who went to college. But Gucci, you could definitely tell this nigga been in jail before, and he's going back soon.
yeah.
Take me to jail.
So Gucci is like, if you were to go to Atlanta, Gucci the nigga you gonna see everywhere. You go in any hood, Gucci gonna be standing on the corner, looking dirty as hell, yelling.
I don't know about now.
But no, I'm saying
now,
like
but in them days,
not Gucci himself. I'm saying like you gonna see
there is a Gucci man.
Yeah, every block,
gotcha.
every corner.
Yeah,
Jeezy,
that nigga that look like he don't even own a shirt.
Yeah,
yeah.
Jeezy the nigga you gonna see at the club.
Yeah,
he probably a retired dope boy. Then went legit, got some businesses, got a restaurant, got a little weed dispensary out here in Colorado. So he looked like a gangster still, but he really a corporate thug now.
Yeah, because when I was watching that versus battle, I said the college niggas is going crazy for Jeezy. All the niggas who wanted to sell dope, or the what I call the $150 a day weed niggas, they was loving that Jeezy shit. Like, oh man, I remember I was selling dime bags and shit. But the motherfuckers who actually was in and out of jail really doing that shit, Gucci Mane all the way.
Yeah.
Because in the eyes of their fan bases, both of them won. If you ask Gucci's fans, Gucci won. If you ask Jeezy fans, Jeezy won.
I would say between the two, I lean more towards being a Jeezy fan, but I probably like them equally. But I will say this: Atlanta won because that's something we've been trying to see ever since all that shit went down. Is the two of them reconcile, even though they not completely homies and on the same page about shit. But it was like now people not scared about them two showing up in the same place and what might happen. Like people know now they can be cordial.
Yeah, you saw them in the same room and didn't nobody get killed.
Yeah.
You know, because like I've always said this shit, there's two Atlantas. There's the Atlanta that was raised on Outkast, and there was the Atlanta that was raised on Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why like you'll hear a certain artist and they be, you know, like what was that, Young Thug? Like, oh, I never heard Andre 3000. Nigga, you wasn't raised like that. You know, like certain motherfuckers like, oh, that's fucked up. How you not a student of hip hop? Like, it's not that. You know, a lot of niggas, they just wasn't raised on certain shit, like on the West Coast. Like, you can't get mad at a nigga because he wasn't listening to fucking Jay-Z. Like, nigga, we had West Coast niggas that we was listening to. We was listening to Sugar Free. We didn't give a fuck about nothing else. You know, so if somebody is listening to the people that sound like where they from, I can't be mad at them. You know, because like with me, you know, even though Outkast was pretty much like everybody in the country's introduction to Atlanta, I'm pretty sure niggas from Atlanta was like, that shit don't sound like us, but we respect it. You know, that's the same as like Kendrick. Kendrick don't sound like a typical West Coast nigga, but we respect it. You know, he's the biggest artist from out here, but that nigga don't sound like LA. Like when you go to a party in LA, nigga, we not listening to fucking Kendrick. You know, we listening to Blue Bucks Clan, Draco the Ruler. Like we listening to niggas none of y'all niggas probably never heard of. but they
I say, I ain't
sound.
never heard of neither one of them niggas you just
But
said.
that's what I'm saying. They sound like LA. They sound like what LA niggas is listening to and dancing to. So
Yeah.
the shit we export might sound a certain way, but the shit we at home listening to, y'all niggas probably wouldn't like it if I sent it to you.
Yeah. I know we talked about that a few weeks ago about New Orleans. Like everybody's like, Lil Wayne should have been at this halftime for the Super Bowl. And I'm like, them niggas listen to bounce music. They don't.
Yeah,
They don't.
bump, skitty the bump, skitty the bump, skitty the bump,
Yeah.
bop, boppity, boppity, bop, boppity, boppity. Like,
Like
You
these-
know what? We
The fact you just transported Hectic that quick is crazy.
But the crazy thing is you're cultured. You know what I mean? Like you know what's happening in different regions, although you're from the West Coast. So I can respect that. You know what I mean? You know what different regions got. So yeah, you very what they would say, traveled.
yeah, because you know, and again, like that was like the thing that I wanted to do. Like, we're going to New York. Like, I want to give my perspective from where I'm from on what y'all niggas do, because to us it's completely different.
yeah.
You know, like nigga, we got 1-story houses where we live at. Y'all niggas don't. Like, we all got cars where we live at. Y'all niggas don't. So when I go different places, it's like y'all niggas don't realize to other people outside of where you from, you niggas is weird.
Weirdos. Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
weird as shit. So when I went to New York, you know, that was how those jokes came about. Cause I'm like, y'all niggas think this shit normal. You know,
Nigga,
because to me,
I'm down here in Texas. When I say certain shit, niggas be looking at me like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? I'm like, nigga, this is normal shit for me.
yeah,
So
exactly.
then when I talk to another nigga from the East Coast, they be understanding exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Always.
Yeah, because when I was in New York, I'm like, y'all niggas drive like Mexico, nigga. Like, y'all niggas got a third world country traffic system, my nigga. Like, this shit is like driving the fucking Philippines. Y'all niggas just doing shit. Like, fuck it. You know, where in California, like, nigga, you can't just walk into the middle of the street while cars is going, nigga. You'll be on faces of death if you walk into the middle of the fucking street in LA. Like, nigga, we are doing 60 on the fucking public street. Where in New York, it's so much traffic, nigga, you can just step into the fucking street without looking. You on your phone, just walking through the street. We don't play that shit in LA, nigga. They gonna put you on a t-shirt, nigga. Like, you gonna be out of there. You know, you gonna be a fucking hood ornament. But it's like in different places that I've gone, I see different shit. So, you know, I bring a lot of shit like that to the stage. Like, okay, what is it about this particular venue? What is it about this particular place I'm at, this city I'm in, or however? And then I'll, you know, my observation will be how I break the ice. Like, y'all niggas got dirty strip clubs out here, nigga. Like, you know, how do you niggas eat strip club food? Fuck is wrong with y'all?
Oh, trust me, I don't understand that shit either, son.
Yeah. I was
don't
about
get
to
that
ask you, what do you consider a dirty strip club?
All of them, honestly, on some real shit. But I'm just saying, like, because like when I went to the South, that shit changed my whole perspective on strip clubs. I've never been to a strip club out here again. And New York got the wackest strip clubs of all of them. They terrible.
Yep.
But like LA strip clubs, it ain't fucking with the South. Like, I went to a strip club in South Carolina. That shit changed my life. I was like,
shooting ping pongs out that pussy.
huh?
They were shooting ping pongs out the pussy.
Dog, them bitches was like Dennis Rodman of stripping. Like, they was diving for all the loose balls. Like, nigga, they took their job very serious. Them bitches left no crumbs.
I was out Cali and we went to 2 strip clubs in one night, and the shit, both of them pissed me the fuck off. One, we get in there, the bitch ain't take off nothing. I'm talking about nothing. The bitch was damn near had a turtleneck on. So I'm like, I asked my man, I said, yo, these bitches don't take shit off. And he's like, oh no, they sell alcohol. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what the fuck
if
got to do with anything?
If they serve liquor, they don't get naked. And if they get naked, ain't no liquor.
We go to the other joint. The bitch butt ass naked, and this nigga like, oh yeah, we got lemonades and sweet teas. Nigga, I want no fucking sweet tea, nigga.
And that's what I'm saying, nigga. When I went to the strip club in South Carolina, again, I'm from California. So this bitch, number one, the shit that blew me away, this bitch gave me a lap dance for free. Like, I'm just sitting down, and the bitch just came and got my lap and started dancing. California, nigga, that shit is like a restaurant. Like, would you like a lap dance, sir?
Facts.
That'll be
You definitely
money
got to
up
place
front
your order.
before I turn around, my nigga. Like, I'm not finna do anything for you without payment.
Yeah.
In the South, nigga, I'm sitting here chilling, just minding my business, and the bitch just start giving me a lap dance, and I'm like, oh shit, bitch, I ain't giving no money. I'm from the West Coast. Like, that's just not a LA thing. The reason our strip clubs are so whack is because it's not our culture to tip strippers. To us, that's viewed like, no offense, but that's some Mexican shit. Like, the niggas in California, like, we all want to be pimping. So with us, it's like, we don't get these bitches no money. So for her to have sat on my lap, I'm like, yeah, y'all down south niggas be throwing money. Bitch, I'm from Compton. I ain't giving you shit. But, you know, even though she understood I wasn't going to give her no money, the bitch, as I'm sitting here again, West Coast, you can't touch strippers in LA. They catch you touching the stripper, they kicking you the fuck out. Down south, that bitch was like, why you not touching me? I'm like, bitch, because this is a strip club. You ain't supposed to touch the stripper. She like, nigga, this is South Carolina. That bitch grabbed my hand and put it on her ass. Like, nigga,
and Philly, you could damn near finger bang a bitch in the
nigga,
club.
the shit was like in the wood. Remember how in the wood that nigga said, I'm from North Carolina. She like, nigga, this is Inglewood. That's how it was in fucking South Carolina, nigga. I'm like, bitch, I'm from Compton. That bitch said, nigga, this South Carolina. You gonna grab some ass up in this motherfucker. Like, damn, bitch, you gonna slip the dick in too? Because the way she was acting was like, you know, she's like, oh, you from Cali? Basically, like, come to the back, because I got some shit I want to show you.
She saw them Cali.
We do out here.
She said, from Cali, you got
what was
that
the third
bread.
fact, Easy, before we move to the next segment?
2016, rest in peace to Fife Dog. That was the year he passed away on today, 2016.
I actually been seeing that all day on Instagram, too.
It's been that long.
Yeah. Almost 10 years, huh?
Crazy. And that shit don't seem like 10 years ago. Like, when I think 2016, I'm like, oh, that was a few years ago. It just remind me how fast fucking time moves.
Nigga, the older you get, the slighter the days get.
Hey.
It is what the fuck it is. I remember when I was young, one day felt like a week. Now one day feel like 3 hours.
Yeah, like I remember, like I was telling the homie that shit. Like, remember when 2 years was a long ass time?
Long ass time.
When you would say some shit like, man, that shit was 2 years ago, nigga. Like, I was like a little kid. Now 2 years is like some months.
Yeah, you be thinking some shit happened yesterday. And you're like, nigga, that was in like 2012.
That's what I'm saying, because 2 years in the past and 2 years in the present to a grown ass motherfucker, like, it'd be like if a person was to tell you, yeah, if you work here in 2 years, you get full benefits. You'd be like, shit, I'm clocking in. Hell yeah. Where if you tell a nigga 19 in 2 years, you getting benefits, nigga gonna be like, nigga, my dick ain't even gonna be working in 2 years, nigga.
Right.
I'm gonna be 21. I'm gonna be an old ass man in 20 fucking years. Like,
yeah. That's how you see them. You see them young niggas when they get that time and they get 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, 40-year-old, 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
They taking that shit on the chin.
Yeah, because I remember telling the homie that shit because my homeboy, he caught 20 years. And, you know, we was like, shit, he coming home. And they was like, nigga, y'all act like that's a victory. It's better than life. Nigga, 20 years, you gonna get out, nigga, you gonna be 40, nigga, you still gonna be in your prime, your dick still gonna work, pause, like, nigga, you still ready for action, my nigga, like, shit, nigga, you gonna come out 40 years old, ready for the world, nigga, you still got another 20 years worth of good life living.
Yeah, you can still make a good living and retire.
Exactly. So it's like, shit, you know, you look at time a lot different the older you get. Like, when I remember when I was 23 and my homeboy was 27, I thought that nigga was old as shit. Like, damn, father time. 27, nigga, you in your late 20s, you old as a motherfucker. Damn, nigga, give me some advice, nigga. Tell me the meaning of life,
nigga,
old
27,
nigga.
like, man, fuck out of here, young.
Yeah, 27.
You don't know shit. Yeah.
If a bitch come at me 27 years old trying to date me, I'm looking at her like, baby girl, you know, let me find one of my little nephews or something you can date.
Oh, you better than Hector.
Oh, well, of course. No, I just mean like,
my limit.
But I'm saying, you know, for a good time, yeah, bitch, as long as you 19 and legal, we can have a good time. But you not finna tell me that you can sit on the phone with a 27-year-old woman and enjoy yourself.
Y'all ain't
Man.
got a motherfucking thing to talk about.
No,
I can't even talk to a 35-year-old these days.
And,
Yeah.
and see, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, yeah, nigga, if we talking about having a good time, yeah, shit, nigga, as long as you legal, it's up. But
Mhm.
you not finna tell me you can seriously date a motherfucker under 30. Like, that shit is literally like talking to one of your kids. Like, I literally feel like I feel like Nate from Set It Off. Like, I'm in a bind, Nate.
Yo,
I really need this money.
That's crazy. So I was about to ask you, right? So earlier you was like, don't call me uncle, right? So unc is like a big deal now. It's a big deal for young boys or young chicks to call you unc. If a young boy call you unc, it's a sign of respect. If a chick call you unc, she kind
You
of
in the friend zone.
Sugar
taking a
daddy.
jab at you on the low
She
type shit.
putting you in the sugar daddy category.
Facts.
Yeah.
So
You know,
how do y'all feel about those type of conversations where y'all old? We are older now. None of us on this panel is under 40. So we didn't all seen it live. We didn't did it live. We done been a lot of places. It is what it is. So how do y'all feel about that getting older conversation where the youngins is talking to you like you unc or calling you uncle, or calling you sir, or calling you mister? I see a lot of people that get offended by that. Me personally, I see it as if a young boy call me unc, I feel like young boy respect me a little bit. He might not even know me, but he respect me a little bit. But I see people, man, don't call me no fucking unc. Niggas be 60 years old, talking about don't call me unc. Nigga, he should be calling you grandpa.
You
Yeah,
gramps,
I'm gonna
nigga.
say, yeah, nigga, yeah.
Mhm.
You
So
know,
how do y'all
you
feel about
father
that?
time.
I'm-
It depends
I-
on the age of the nigga
yeah.
calling me young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm-
if you under 20 calling me unc, I'll take that. Pause. But nigga, you not 30 calling me fucking unc, bitch ass nigga. You unc too.
Yeah. You call me
Hold
big
on, wait.
Nigga,
First
yeah,
of all, we gotta
exactly. I'm your
realize,
brother, nigga.
though, just because you 30 don't mean you 30.
Yeah.
True.
I'm pretty sure y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about.
mentally.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you ain't reached
a lot of-
maturity.
It's a lot
But
of
at the-
30-year-old teenagers out here.
Yeah, but at the
That's a
same
fact.
time, nigga, you got gray hair in your beard too, nigga. Like, I'm big bro. I ain't motherfucking uncle.
Yeah.
I'm these little niggas' uncle. I'm not no older niggas' uncle. Because on some real shit, I don't even like when niggas in my age bracket call me OG. Like, maybe you think because I'm from the West Coast, you think that shit is cool, but where I'm from, that's a real title. Like,
Yeah.
we don't throw that shit around. Pause. So, you know, I don't even accept the title of OG, nigga. That's like damn near saying, hey, legend. No, you ain't talking to me when you say that shit. Like, I ain't OG, nigga. I'm just a G. Leave it at that shit. Like, call me G, don't call me OG.
Yeah.
I hear that. Easy.
I was in the club. I don't mind it. Like I was saying, like it's a show of respect for me. Like if a young nigga's like, hey, unc, I was in the club the other night and young boy bumped into me and he was like, my bad, unc. And I just was kind of like, when I was that nigga's age and that happened, it's up. We about to go. Like you bump into me, you spill your drink. Like, nigga, watch where the fuck you going. We about to throw down. But when he was like, my bad, unc, that let me know everything was all right. Like he ain't want no problems. I ain't have to up the hands. We was cool. And so like that kind of made me feel at ease when he did that. But if he was like, hey, bro, like watch where you going. Now we gotta fight.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Because
nigga,
unless
we not
a
eye
nigga,
level, nigga.
yeah, unless a nigga bumped me and got fly with the mouth, pause. I never thought about like, nigga, we about to rumble because you bumped into me. We in the club. It's tight spaces. Somebody gonna bump into you.
Yeah.
That's why I never wore like white sneaks to the club. None of that type shit. Niggas gonna step on your foot. That shit gonna happen. Like,
But
you know what I mean?
But to Easy's point, with any interaction, depending on how
It
you
could be
address
up.
me,
Yeah.
it can go fucked up.
Yeah. But if
You know, because
that's why I
nigga,
said
you can
unless a
can
nigga
look
got
at me
fly with
funny.
his, unless a nigga got fly with his wordplay, it was just like, you know what I mean? I might even be, nigga might bump me and I'd be like, damn, you good, cuz? My bad. Like, you know what I mean? Because it wasn't that serious to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so funny how y'all niggas say cuz and y'all don't gangbang. You know, like how certain places niggas say certain shit, and it's just like you just said that shit so casually, like damn. You know, because in California, like nigga wouldn't have let that shit slide at all. Like nigga, what set you from?
Nah, my bad. Sometimes I be forgetting. See, I think a lot of people, I ain't gonna say just me, a lot of people forget that lingo is different everywhere. So the slightest words, like I was just having a conversation with two of my homies the other day, right? When I was out DC, nigga walked up to me, he was like, yo, you got an extra jack. So I looked at it, I said, extra? No, but if you want to use mine, you can. So he looked at me, he was like, what you mean if I want to use yours? Like, I'm lost on that. And I'm like, all right, what the fuck we talking about right now? So in Philly, if you say a jack, that's a phone. This nigga was asking me if I had an extra cigarette.
Yeah.
Well, I never heard a cigarette called a jack.
No, nigga, I
And
ain't
if
never
you
heard that
down
shit in my
south,
fucking life, son.
if you down south and somebody asks you for a jack, they need it for their car. So nigga, you
Right.
be all fucked
Same
up.
as out here, yeah, nigga, bumper jack.
Yeah, but that's the thing. A lot of people forget that verbiage, lingo, however you want to call it, that shit changes depending on where you at. So it's easy to offend a motherfucker or not offend a motherfucker with what you saying based off of you never really know who you talking to. So like a lot of times when I'm talking with you, I be forgetting like you super gangbang nigga. So certain shit I say, it might be
Not
triggering the fuck out you, and I don't even know it. Like
Nigga just said super gangbang.
no, you see what I'm saying? Like
Niggas
this
like
nigga
Debbie does Dallas.
So when he hear gangbang, he thinking different shit than what you think. You know what I mean? Like,
Debbie does Dallas, nigga.
yeah. Hold on, you had said something to me. You was talking about some dude getting his ass whipped one day. What the fuck word did you use?
He got DP'd.
Yeah.
DP.
And I'm like, when he said it, he said, yeah, we DP'd the nigga. And I'm like, pause, my nigga. He like, so he looking at me like, what you mean? Pause. Like, no, nigga, that shit sound crazy. But this is normal shit to him. Versus I hear a nigga got DP'd. I'm like, wait a minute. Like,
Yeah, because
too far
to
at this
us,
point,
it's short for discipline.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know? So that's where it come from. It's short for discipline. Like nigga, you got discipline. You know, and that's the thing. Like because like even when it come to like how niggas just talk regular, like in Florida and Louisiana, them niggas got that bitch word bad.
Yeah,
it ain't just there.
Bitch.
It ain't just there.
Them niggas just call you bitch.
North
like
Carolina
it ain't
do
nothing.
that shit. It's a lot of stuff that do that.
Yeah, like there's places in the South where they just call you bitch all day, and I'm like, nigga, you'll get your motherfucking head took off. Out this
that reminded me of some shit I was thinking about. So, because y'all know I'm from Georgia, right? A nigga in Atlanta.
No, where are you not from? Because I swear to God, every fucking episode now, you from a different place.
I don't know what the fuck heck they talking about. I done lived a lot of places. I'm from Georgia, nigga.
Okay.
I will say
anyway,
the nigga definitely claimed Georgia at all times.
That's what set you claim. Got you, Georgia. Got you. Okay,
I don't know
continue.
what the fuck heck they talk about. Nigga, you from Florida, South Carolina, Texas, the Caribbean, Canada.
I lived a lot of places.
But I was thinking about earlier today, like a nigga in Atlanta will call you a fuck nigga for any reason at all. Like you could be pumping your gas, like, hey, pump that gas, fuck nigga. Like, what the fuck did I do?
Oh
like,
yeah, that's a set off.
Let me get one of the wings, fuck nigga.
Crazy. Until I heard that shit in music, I never heard that shit before. So to me, I don't know that it's offensive or not offensive because I don't know what the fuck it was.
Oh, it's always offensive, even when
that's it. Like again, I never heard that shit before until I heard the music. But then I'm talking to my man who from Florida, and he like, nah, nigga, that's super disrespectful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the nigga was
in Philly saying the word bitch, super disrespectful. Nigga ready to smack fire out you. Yep. You just walk up, nah, bitch. Like, wait, whoa, what we doing, cuz? Like,
first of all, I feel like if another guy walk up to another guy and say, "What up, bitch?" That's very zesty.
But the thing is, in Louisiana, them niggas will call themselves a bitch.
Nah.
Man, them niggas they'll say a sentence like, "Oh yeah, man, a bit had to go and visit my girlfriend." Like a bitch meaning me had to go up the street. Yeah, so, man.
So I have
just
heard
got that. A bit got that clean ass new Cadillac.
So it's not bitch. It's B-I-H.
Yeah, it's like big, but sometimes, but you know what they mean when they say the shit. Like to us, it sounds like bitch. It's close enough to bitch, so it's bitch to us. You know, so like that's just the thing in certain places and how they use certain lingo. So you know, even with that, there's like a whole nother observation that I use. Like, y'all.
So what do y'all call little kids?
Little kids.
I'm about to say, who the fuck made a nickname?
Because
a
in
term for
Florida,
little
they call
kids?
them jits.
Some jits.
Yeah.
They're jits.
Yeah, they call them jits. But out here, they
this
just
was just a young boy.
yeah. But out here, they just little kids, nigga. They, you know, it's a
Yeah.
little nigga.
Chunk.
Kid.
There's a difference between little kids and a young boy. Like
The young boys
You know
is
what I
young, like the young niggas,
YNs.
like 17,
Yeah.
18-year-old.
Yeah, young boys is what everybody now call a YN.
yeah.
But out here, they just little niggas. Like, you know, little niggas.
See, and New York got us fucked up because they say shorty, right? And shorty could mean a kid or somebody younger
bitch.
or a bitch. But they try to give us shit because we use shouty in the same context. And it's like, oh, shout is a girl. No, it's not, motherfucker. It's like you when you be like that, John. I'm like, shout it. Like I could be talking to any one of y'all or about any one of y'all and say shout it.
Yeah, and that John, that's that in Philly, John mean a whole different thing than it mean in the DMV. Because in the DMV, everything is a fucking John.
Every damn thing.
Them damn DMV niggas use
So
John.
they hold on. They saying John and DMV now.
Yeah.
They've been saying it.
Yeah,
I
the
ain't
way they say it like John. Y'all say John, they say John. Like, oh yeah, she a thick little John. So it's the same word, but they say it with an O. Y'all say it with an AW. Like y'all say John, they say John. But again, niggas be using same words. Like me personally, being from out here, any slang from anywhere else, I'm roasting you. Cause me personally, like I gatekeep our culture. So when I hear niggas out here say shit like facts, like we from East Coast, nigga, you from New York now, B? The fuck is that shit, nigga? Like we don't say that shit. Don't
Shut that
use
shit
no
down
other
early,
nigga
huh?
slang around me. Yeah, like nigga, we talk like we talk. Nigga, we don't talk like they talk. Nigga, like I'm not with all that shit. Like I'm unapologetically West Coast, nigga. Like we sound like us, nigga. Like we don't do that. You know, mixing and matching shit. Like, nigga, I don't want to sound like no nigga from Atlanta, nigga. Like, I like sounding like I'm from out here. Like, I like when I go to other places and they like, you from Cali, huh? Yes.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. It do bother me when I talk to motherfuckers and they be like, oh, you must be from New York. Nigga, I'm with nothing but Philly shit every fucking day. Every time you see me, something is on me as representing Philly. What the fuck made you think I was from New York? And
Because
we don't sound alike.
Because to the rest of the world, East Coast nigga is an East Coast nigga.
I know. East Coast means New York. Motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers, you gotta be familiar.
Philly, hold up, but it skips New York
and Pittsburgh don't even sound alike.
Exactly, nigga. Because you could be from Boston and a nigga think you from New York.
Yeah.
But you got to be familiar with them parts of the country.
Yeah, because I can tell. Like I know but because like to a LA nigga, a Atlanta nigga, and a Louisiana nigga, and a Florida nigga sound the same. Me personally, I know the difference.
Yeah,
I know a New Orleans, you know, baby. Like I know that shit. Like,
say Brown.
I know the difference. Same with a motherfucker from St. Louis. I know a St. Louis nigga, but that's just because I've been all over. And even through podcasting, I've worked with so many other podcasters. It's like, nigga, I can just tell the dialect. Like, you from such and such, huh? They be like, how you know? Because I've worked with so many niggas from so many different places. Pause. Like, I could just hear it now. Like,
hold up. Rob, was that a pause moment?
Yeah.
Worked with niggas? Hell yeah.
But Hectic is our resident, just can't understand the pause shit.
Nigga, the
pause. The nigga say the most fucked up shit and then be like, that wasn't a pause moment. Like, and the
nigga,
pause, like, the fuck,
the pause game is about funny. It ain't even so much about like you honestly thinking the nigga sus. It's just like, come on, my nigga. It's the humor in finding innuendo in something silly.
The thing I've been trying to explain to Hectic is it's not necessarily the word, it's how you say, it's the context
or the combination of words.
Exactly.
Yes, that's when you say pause.
Yeah, because you can turn any sentence into sexual innuendo if used the right way. So the funny is in you finding the fact that shit sounded like some sexual innuendo.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't mean it like that.
Yep.
We know you didn't mean it like that. That's what makes it funny.
Like if I say that nigga drink from the straw, y'all gonna look and say, "Oh, I know what the fuck you talking about." You see what I'm saying? Like it is what the fuck it is. It's how it gets said.
Yeah, like
but
you know, because a nigga.
Speaking of out of pocket shit, I want to get back. I want to get to since we almost out of here, my new favorite portion of the motherfucking show. I got some pictures for y'all. And this is what we do is you tell me the first thing that come to mind when you see this motherfucking picture. Dolomite. First thing that come to mind when you see this picture.
Gay as hell. Like, nigga, you got that on your throat, nigga. Like, just outside of the fact that you got it written on you at all. Sack chaser in general, nigga. If you got sack chaser written on your t-shirt, that shit is wild. To have it on your fucking throat is like, come on, my nigga. That's crazy.
Oh shit.
So me and Hector had a whole conversation about this shit. Because this is like a whole epidemic with these niggas getting these. The nigga had a Superman symbol on his neck. Like, come on, cuz.
Hold on. I don't understand.
Like, we do a super throat. Pause. Like, you
why would a nigga get his throat tattooed in the first place? That's like it don't matter what it say. Like, if you got ink on your fucking throat.
The only justification is if like you're so tatted up that you don't got room for anything else.
Sack chasing, nigga.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, come on.
Like,
dog.
you cross
like,
way too many lines at that point, son.
Because when it come to getting a tattoo on your fucking throat, I wouldn't give a fuck if it was an AK-47, my nigga. Like, it's just nothing you could put on your throat. Pause. That don't look crazy.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hold up. For the fact that your tattoo artist is like sack chaser back. You know what I mean?
That's a nigga probably was like, that's $200, $300 in my pocket.
Tattoo artists is like producers. If you want to spend your money like a dickhead, cool. I'm gonna just take your bread.
Yeah, you definitely didn't have no friends with you in that fucking tattoo studio because somebody should have told you that's a bad idea.
Yeah, you ain't that nigga ain't got no homies in life.
None. The only time I ever heard the term sack chaser even be used, they talking about some
female
chick that's chasing after dudes' pockets and we'll give it up.
Terrible.
Or a ball goblin ass bitch.
Yeah,
exactly. And
easy.
Yo,
first thing come to mind when you see this picture, son.
What are those? Nigga, ain't them your shoes?
No, nigga, you know, nigga, you definitely know a pair of them shits.
Nigga, that's you and Flan. That's you and Flan in Cleveland.
That's definitely not me and Flan, nigga.
Nigga got them leprechauns.
I ain't gonna say the nigga name. I ain't gonna put him out there.
Nigga got them leprechauns.
Dad steppers. These are the dad steppers. These are the Frankenstein 300s.
Nigga got them leprechaun shoes on.
Nigga, them is adult sized baby shoes.
Yo,
them is them shoes that you learn how to walk in when you a baby.
Some shit. Forrest Gump was wearing them shits when his braces broke off his legs.
Motherfucking Buster Browns. Hectic. First thing come to your mind when you see this picture.
This bitch.
After all these damn years.
This bitch. This is what I gotta put up with. I used to chase your ass in high school. Now you want me now that you done blew up, had a couple kids. Now I'm your prime choice.
First of all, she wasn't bad on the show. She still ain't bad now.
Look,
she fucked right. Nobody said Myra was way better than that bitch. I don't know what the fuck you saw.
Look, homegirl went through her whole phase, had her kids. Now she go to church. She trying to get Steve.
She trying to get Steve now.
She trying to get Stefan.
That's what that is.
Be like, hold up, and she be like, you've always liked. Why they hit you with that? You always had a crush on me. Yeah, bitch, back then.
Keyword had, bitch.
Had. Right.
I had a crush on you in 11th grade. I no longer have a crush on you when you have 11 kids.
Yeah, that's your sale, baby.
Speaking of disrespectful.
Bokeem Woodbine.
Nobody say this nigga name out loud, son.
Bokeem Woodbine.
Why they gotta do my boy like that?
Dave Chappelle.
Niggas be disrespecting him. Motherfuckers really be disrespecting this dude's career. I don't give a fuck who you
that
is.
That nigga's a legend, dog.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck who you is. I guarantee he in one of your favorite movies of all time.
Even
That's
if
that's
he,
that's the same as Clifton Powell.
yeah,
Fact.
yep.
Like
Fact.
nigga, a motherfucking
Oh, yeah,
legend,
yeah.
dog.
Clifton Powell can play any fucking role. I seen that nigga be the granddaddy, the gangster, the pimp. I'm like, nigga,
Yeah.
No. Wait. They all was literally the same thing. That nigga played the same
Yeah.
role.
yeah, he the
I don't give
same
a fuck
person.
what his role is. It's the
He the
same,
same
motherfucking
person.
thing, though.
Like your granddaddy's a gangster and a pimp.
Wait. The only one movie he was slightly different in was fucking Friday After Next.
Pinky.
Everything else he's in, that nigga is the boy from Menace to Society.
Yeah.
Nah, you seen
You let
Foolish?
the black man steal from you, motherfucker.
You seen him in Foolish?
Man,
When he
it's
had,
still the
he
same
had the
thing.
little young girl. That nigga
Still
No.
kind of the same
Yeah,
shit.
because
He was
even in
pimping.
like what was that? Dead Presidents, like he always got that big homie energy.
Yeah,
Like he talked to everybody like they a little nigga.
Facts.
everybody.
Like nigga, I've been running this block for 200 years, little nigga.
Yep.
Facts.
Like
And
even when he playing a YN, because remember when he was in Rock,
Yeah.
and he was like the drug dealer. They had like a whole series. Like that nigga just got that big homie energy, my
Yep.
nigga. Like
Let me
shout out
tell
to
you
Clifton
that's why.
Powell.
I
Let
think
me
that's
tell you
why
something, young man.
when he played Pinky, it kind of fucked everybody up. It was like, oh shit, hold up, this
'Cause
nigga's
nobody
different
knew
over
he
here.
can do
Like,
slapstick.
Yeah.
Nobody saw slapstick from Clifton Powell, but
Yeah.
that nigga,
that nigga got range, dog. Yeah.
Let me tell you, young
I held
niggas.
my own though. I almost spilled yak on my $200 suit. Nigga. $200 suit.
Could you
That
imagine
shit,
if that nigga was your uncle and you got in trouble though?
Yo,
Like,
the epitome of fear?
let me tell you something, young nigga. I spent my whole life protecting your grandmother, and you think you gonna sit here and talk to her like that?
the
You
fact
got
you
me
sound
fucked
like
up.
that nigga is crazy.
Yeah.
That shit
You
was spot
actually
on.
sound like that nigga. Holy shit, hectic. First thing come to mind.
What cram?
I'm tearing their ass up.
Boom.
Yep. I'm all in that motherfucker. Lock the motherfucking door. I'm turning my phone off.
Wait. My man said I'm turning my phone off.
I'm clearing my schedule. Let's do this shit.
So when people say they fuck with BBWs, is this what they mean?
Hell
That's what
yeah.
they better mean.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my speed.
Yeah.
It's up.
Nigga said, that's my speed.
It's up in this
Listen,
state.
Dead
I'm
serious
gonna tell you.
right
I'm
now,
gonna
cuz.
tell you. Go, pull the picture back up, please. Pause. You see how the thighs are rubbing?
Pull
That's
the
what
picture
you
back
want.
up. It's not a
It's
pause,
up
my
and
nigga.
it's stuck. Yeah, this nigga, he really don't know how to play the
I'm
pause.
telling you, guys, the nigga be lost like shit, son.
Right. Pull the picture back up. Pause.
Just covering all bases. But you see how the thighs rub? That's what you want. You want
Yeah.
them shits to lightly graze against each other.
Nigga, that's the
This
oven.
nigga said lightly
Yeah.
grazed. This nigga
Keep
really
the coochie
giving out
warm.
culinary critiques on bitches.
Yeah.
This is
Keep
crazy.
that keep the coochie warm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you see,
Man,
how,
hold
you
up.
see
And
how
the lips?
you see how it's turkey, but it's tight. It's not just everywhere.
Yes.
But see,
Yeah,
here's the crazy
there's-
thing, right?
So there's a difference. There's a difference between a BBW that is like built and the body matches them versus one that's sloppy and
A SSBBW.
But see, there's a difference. There's BBWs and then there's fat bitches.
Exactly. Those are BBWs. Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like a BBW, like you know, my rule of thumb when it comes to BBWs, the number in the middle is always smaller.
Always smaller. And that's the
So
key.
I don't give a fuck if it's 62,
Oh,
59, 70. Bitch, as long as that number in the middle, you a
'Cause they gonna have-
BBW.
They gonna
But
have
if that number in the middle
Never
is
thought
bigger,
about it like that.
me either.
The sugar-free pimp mentality is crazy, cuz. Never would have thought about that shit.
Yeah. He said the number in the middle.
got to be
Easy.
yeah, when she give you the measurements, nigga,
I
That bitch said
specifically
30.
bought this picture here for you, Easy. First thing that come to your mind when you see this picture.
Nigga, that room smell like feet, cigarettes, and ass.
The bottom
And
left-hand
disappointment.
corner, that bitch's face look like a foot.
That bitch,
Nigga,
That bitch-
first of
hey,
all, most people
That
don't even
bitch on the
gonna
bottom
peep
left-hand
that shit,
corner,
cuz.
that shit look like a jelly bean.
that bitch look like she wearing a Jason mask over her face.
No, what's
The
that? What's
fact
that
that her
movie? The
chin and her
Mask?
forehead is the same size is
Nigga,
ridiculous.
her face look like a shoehorn.
It's the crimson chin.
Yeah, nigga, the crimson chin and forehead combo.
Nigga.
Her
I bet
head look
she-
like a lima bean.
Yo,
Yo, nigga, I bet she done fucked up every turtleneck she ever
Yeah,
tried
that
to
shit
wear.
look like a kidney
Oh,
bean.
nigga, every shirt she put on is fucked up.
Oh,
son.
stretched up, yeah.
Every collar imaginable.
I'm glad she don't play football because ain't no chin strap fitting her ass.
Man, she would
Right.
put stretch marks on the helmet.
Nigga.
Yo.
That's
Hectic.
crazy.
Would you see what he's seen in his room?
Hell yeah, I know. I could count 5 of them that's I bet is super nasty.
I have
I
to
can
wear a
count
mask.
everyone in that picture. That's super nasty.
Nigga, look what they
In-
doing.
In one way or
Exactly.
another, huh?
Them bitches is
Yeah.
on a wooden floor, no shoes on, all together. Like
Smoking.
they on
Yo,
these
can y'all-
prison
drinking.
bunk beds.
Can y'all
Like
explain to me why white people hate wearing shoes so much? Them
I
niggas,
don't
them
know.
motherfuckers will walk anywhere barefoot and don't
because
give
they
a fuck.
don't,
Fuck.
they like germs.
Yeah. Well,
They
they created them.
I ain't never
Man.
understood that. Them fucking sorority houses be fucking gross as shit. Nigga, I went to a sorority party thinking I was like, oh, this the bitch's house. Because the dude's house always was fucked up.
Where was this one at, Easy?
This was in Virginia. Nigga. In Virginia, nigga.
You know this nigga about to be on your heels forever now, right?
true.
It ain't my fault that I'm nomadic, hectic. Goddamn.
True.
Okay. Colorado is the longest place I've spent outside of Georgia. And
Oh,
I probably
shit.
in a few years I'll have been in Colorado longer than I lived in Georgia.
That bitch's head was longer than your stay in Colorado.
Damn.
But shit,
No,
nigga, I
Mike.
gotta was
First thing that come to mind.
a nigga a legend, dog. Ain't that DMX?
Yeah.
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 Legend, dog. That's
We
it.
saw him a year before he died.
Mm.
Cause he looked extra skinny in this motherfucker, but
Oh, yeah,
his
this
energy
old
was
picture
so
right here.
big. We always thought he was buff.
Yeah.
DMX,
Yeah.
most of his career was a skinny nigga, but the energy he brought made you think he was 50 Cent buff. He
No,
had
that's a
buff nigga energy as a skinny nigga.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact.
I used to think the nigga was tall as shit, and I found out he like 5'3".
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like just off energy alone, like you like scared of this nigga, and then you meet him, and it's like I could beat this dude up.
Yeah, this nigga a Chihuahua.
Mhm.
He out here acting
Yeah,
like,
like
a
this is a
pit bull.
small guy.
And
you
be the
know,
nigga
but-
that'll jump on your ass fast. Pause.
Pause. Yeah. And the thing about DMX is, you know, a lot of motherfuckers won't admit it, but Jay-Z was scared of that nigga, lyrically.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
That was like one of the one. I can't name 5 niggas that I honestly feel like Jay-Z feared in a booth.
we got
DMX is 5'11".
a hip hop conversation coming up soon, y'all. Trust and believe Jay-Z gonna be a lot of that conversation. For sure, for sure. Last one before we get the fuck out of here.
Redman.
The best rapper on this one?
Redman.
Yeah. It'll be between Red and Meth for me.
Method Man got the best flow, but bar wise, ain't none of them niggas fucking with Redman.
I don't know, son.
You got Tech 9?
No, fuck no. Fuck
Luda?
no.
What's the?
Joyner Lucas.
Nah, he too new.
Joyner Lucas is too
not
fucking
about-
corny
see,
for me,
I
dog.
ain't even recognize
The
that was
question
Joyner
is-
Lucas.
the
I thought it
question
was
is-
DJ Drama.
The question was who is the best rapper? Not who's the best artist, not who's the best
Redman.
lyricist.
Redman. because to me, I think of rapper as all encompassing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think all encompassing, like nigga, the whole total package, pause, Redman. They didn't say best lyricist.
Now,
They said best rapper.
Listen, my favorite out the whole group, out this picture, would be Method Man. And mind you, lyrically, boy, fucking monster, in my opinion. Been that way his whole career. But Joyner Lucas, he different, yo. And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Hectic. He's too new, but that nigga different, cuz.
I'm not even finna say that he too new. I'm just gonna say he's a hell of a technician. But who the fuck is like, hey nigga, that Joyner Lucas song or that Joyner Lucas verse? Nobody gives a fuck about what Joyner Lucas is doing. Like, nigga, we all know Rock Bottom. Huh?
I don't know about that one, son.
What's your favorite Joyner Lucas song, Easy?
Shit, I ain't got one.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, nigga, like I look at him the same way I look at like Killer Priest or
Hey, you ain't gotta call me out on my own show, son. We ain't gotta do this shit, son.
Yeah, he did that.
Oh, yeah. Call his ass out. Cause
this is shit I do, son. Shit. Don't come over to my show doing this shit, son.
Yeah, like,
no, Joyner is definitely nice, right?
Yeah, lyrically he's talented, but
yeah, and visually because he directs all his music videos and stuff too. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's stupid dope, and he's getting into acting. But as far as when you have 5 other legends up there, to put Joyner in that conversation is hella
really a legend though. Like,
yes,
hell
yes, absolutely a legend.
Yes,
because the thing is, like, it's not so.
Fuck that, Hectic. What's your favorite Tech Nine song?
I'm not talking about his music.
Fuck out of here, son. For you to call a nigga a legend, nah, son.
I'm an underground legend.
For you,
I'm gonna explain why.
For you yourself to feel like he's a legend, he has to be somewhere in your top 10 at least.
No. Can I explain why though?
Because he ran fast.
The way. What? No. He led the way to show indie artists that there is stupid amount of money out here. You don't have to sign for nobody.
So basically, he did the same thing Master P did, but keep going.
No, he did it different.
He did the same thing Master P did, a little bit different, but keep going. I'm with you. I'm listening.
Because
first of all, his whole merchandising on his tour is him and his team. No one else.
He did the same shit that we did. But keep going. I'm listening.
Listen, no one outside his team is making the type of money that he has helped facilitated for his team.
So basically, he was the RZA of his team. But keep going. I'm listening.
No, the RZA was the producer and orchestrator.
The RZA was the producer and the orchestrator of everything. Fuck is you talking about?
But Raw, like a lot of what makes Tech Nine such a legend is like, for us to not know him, he's making more money than a lot of rappers that we know.
No, I agree. I can understand that.
He's doing a lot of shit that a lot of our favorite rappers ain't doing. And he's helping a lot of our older favorite rappers get the kind of money he's getting. Like when they go independent and they fall off, they go run to him. And he helps
look at this picture and say, who's the best rapper? We putting Tech Nine based off everything besides rap.
No,
nobody said Tech Nine.
We are not putting Tech Nine in the conversation. We're just saying
I said right. There is 5 legends.
So he's a legend for everything outside of music.
All right, Raw. Listen.
Okay,
just in music.
He said, just long as he agree with what I just said, I'm with it.
Hold on, he's a legend in music also, because like think about this, right?
When last time a nigga say, yo, throw that new Tech Nine on, son?
Nigga, I hear that shit on a weekly basis.
In Colorado.
I've been in Vegas. I've been in fucking Cali. I've been in Georgia. Niggas love Tech Nine.
Niggas out in Vegas saying throw that Tech Nine on?
But think about it like this, though. Easy's
a rapper. Wait. Is niggas in Cali like, yo, throw that new Tech Nine shit on?
No, but I'm not a rapper.
I kind of figured that, but keep going.
Because the thing is, when it comes to but the thing is, like, when it comes to Tech Nine has a cult following, and a lot of his cult following is in the hip hop community. Like underground hip hop artists
I
are
agree with
fucking
that.
with Tech Nine.
Yeah.
I
So
agree with that.
again, even though us as casuals, what a lot of us might not consider ourselves casual, we not tapped in with the underground.
And
Where
then there's
underground
people that are
artists
not. But
are
there's
looking
I've
at
actually
motherfucking
tried
Tech
to listen
Nine
to
like
Tech
he's
Nine.
the
there's
Master
people that are
P of the
not.
underground.
I've
There's
tried
people
to
that are
listen to
not
Tech Nine.
artists.
Has there been a few songs where it was like, you know what, I could rock with this? Yes, a few. So for me to look at that nigga as a legend, not even an option for me.
I got
That
I
nigga
got
But you
said-
don't fuck
I got to
Tech Nine,
co-sign that. And it's
You can
like
again?
a lot of rappers,
You
a
don't-
lot of underground rappers fuck with Tech Nine, but it's a lot of fans, like people that don't rap, they're not into music. They're like Tech Nine fans, like Red Rocks. It is hard for a rapper to sell out Red Rocks. Tech Nine is one
What
of
the fuck
the
is Red Rocks?
Red Rocks is the biggest fucking venue in Colorado. Like it's one of the dopest venues in the world. You gotta experience it.
We
talking
talking about Colorado? Nigga,
No,
talking
nigga,
about
listen.
Colorado is like talking about practice, nigga. What we doing here?
Nigga, whatever, nigga. Ask any artist. Ask any artist. Ask
Colorado? You talking
any
about
artist
Colorado?
about Red. Nigga, ask any artist about Red Rocks. I can guarantee you, if they haven't performed there, it's on their list of places to perform. Tech Nine is one of 3 rappers to ever sell out Red Rocks.
Yeah, like
So Red
Tech-
Rocks is like the tunnel of Colorado.
Nigga, Red Rocks is Madison Square Garden of concert venues.
Get the fuck out of here, son.
Oh,
Nah,
alright.
dog, like
You got
again,
35
like-
people in there. Cut it out, son.
No, but the
Nigga.
thing is, like his cult following is large. Like he's like what do you call him?
by no
Insane Clown
means-
Posse.
By no means am I discrediting Bull's career. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is when niggas use the word legend,
Yeah.
that means he has to be a legend to you as well.
No. Because
You can't
I could
You
not.
can't use the word legend for other people.
That's not true. That's not true.
No,
because
because
I could not like
because, like,
somebody,
if
but respect their hustle and give them the
Yes,
credit that
that
is due.
Respecting
Because it's
their hustle
like this.
is the difference than calling them a legend.
No,
He
but
is
the
though.
thing is, he's a legend of the hustle. Because is Master P not a legend?
Mm-hmm. I think so. A lot of people don't. I think so.
But that's what I'm saying though, because a lot of us, we don't look at him as a legend. It's like, man, that nigga got 10 classic verses, or this nigga got legendary songs.
I think he got more
than
than 10 classic verses, if you ask me.
verses.
Yes. I
That's a
actually
wild
listened, but the
fucking
thing
statement.
is, I actually listened to Master P, so it's a
But-
difference.
But
You
it's
said
like, what's
P
your
has a
favorite Master
classic
P verse?
Say again.
Let's hear
What's
one of
your
the classic
favorite
verses.
Master P verse?
No Limit Soldiers.
Hey,
How does it start?
And niggas the only popping. Then is shit where the nigga was not making any sense at all.
Yeah,
I'm the
because
hardest
If you-
motherfucker.
listen,
because
if
like,
you
put it this way:
listen,
if you was
you
to ask
feeling
me my
you
favorite
feeling
fucking
like
verse,
he didn't make sense, and me feeling like he made sense is two different things. But
no,
I'm also not about to sit here and call Master P a legend in hip hop. Do I think he's a legend
not.
when it comes to promotion and a lot of other
that's
things?
exactly what we're
Yes.
saying about Tech Nine.
Yeah,
That's
but
exactly what we're saying about Tech Nine. He's a legend of the hustle. So when it comes to like Master P, right? Like the reason that I asked you that, because honestly, my favorite Master P verse is the first verse on I'm About It. I also like Ghetto Dope. Like I like every verse on the song Ghetto Dope. Like I'm a Master P fan. Like I really like Master P's music. But again, I don't look at Master P like I look at DMX. I don't look at Master P like I look at I don't even look at
wait.
Master
I
P
definitely
like
ain't
how I
saying
look
that.
at Pimp C. But he's a legend of the hustle, not of music. So what he's done off the court makes him a legend. So that's how we looking at Tech Nine.
Okay.
Niggas ain't like, oh, nigga, that Tech Nine, that's a banger. But when you see a motherfucker who could come into a town and be like, how the fuck is this nigga doing a stadium?
So
Who the fuck
real
even
quick-
is he? I don't
wait,
know
wait,
none
wait,
of his
wait.
shit.
Real quick. You just said when you look at Tech Nine, you're not saying, oh shit, he got a banger. That's what you said, correct? Yet, when I had this picture up, the first thing
Jesus
what sparked the conversation was you can't put Joyner Lucas in the conversation with 5 legends.
correct. I
So
still stand by that.
no. Listen, what I'm saying is I'm not disagreeing with you. If you want to call him a legend of the hustle, that's one thing. But calling him a legend of rap is a
I never
different
said
thing.
he was a legend of rap. And
So-
I never called them.
Hold on,
legends of rap.
wait. It says which one of these is the best rapper?
I'm talking
And
about
you're-
two
wait.
separate things.
Hold on. Your response was you can't put Joyner Lucas because he's too new with 5 legends. If we talking just off rap, and you telling me you don't even listen to this nigga, how can he be better than a nigga that you would actually listen to? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
No.
because it's like this, and you know, like just to like sum it up and make it very simple, because I'm in California. Tech 9 could come to LA right now and do a smaller stadium. Like he might not do the Staples Center, but he'll do like the Toyota Arena, like in Anaheim. And he'll fill that bitch up. Like he'll do the Great Western Forum where the Lakers used to play. And he'll fill that bitch up.
I know for a fact he has a hell of a following.
Joyner Lucas will not fill that bitch up. Joyner Lucas will do a large club. Like he'll do like a theater. Like a place where it might hold about 2,000 or 3,000. Where Tech 9 is doing 20 and 30,000.
Y'all also still thinking about career versus music.
But like I said, that's why I got Redman over Joyner Lucas. Because just like how you said, yeah, Joyner Lucas lyrically very talented. But nigga, I don't think Joyner Lucas when I think like a classic verse. Like nigga, I could rap Redman's whole verse on Rockwaller.
You've like also listened to Redman way longer too. So
yeah, but I've also listened to Joyner Lucas, and he don't have nothing that I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta fuck with this Joyner Lucas shit. Like I remember when him and Eminem was doing music together. You know, when he got the little song about being gay, when he got the other little shit, when it was damn near like a cinematic movie. Like Joyner Lucas, yeah, he's very lyrically talented. Like, don't get me wrong, like. Lyrically, he's dope as fuck, but it's I damn near look at him the same way. It's like what was that nigga Toby Nwingwe or whatever?
Nwingwe
like
from Houston.
Damn near like a meme rapper, like highly talented, very skilled, but at the same time, like nigga, does he really make music that you'll listen to?
So happy
30 minutes
to
from
this
now?
episode, he gonna be pissed the fuck off. We didn't trash all his favorite motherfuckers.
Smash?
No, Flan.
Oh, I thought you said Smash because I was finna say because Smash loved Toby Nwigwe or whatever the fuck.
Smash stole a Ray J CD.
Once Smash said he stole a Ray J and a Nelly CD, we don't talk about music no more.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait.
That nigga
Hold up,
Smash said Toby Nwigwe is better than Nas.
What?
Wait,
Smash
what?
said that. Ask
and y'all see why I don't listen to him when it comes to music. We can't talk. Yeah. Nigga, you stole a Nelly CD. Who the fuck is risking their life for Nelly or Ray J? Like,
he stole a Ray J.
You risked it all for Nelly and Ray J?
Yeah, but I literally have a fucking show coming up.
Yeah, no doubt. Yo, we about to get the fuck up out of here. Before we go, let everybody know who you are, what you got going on, what you got popping, all that good shit.
Uncle Dolomite, host of the Too Much Game podcast, TOO, because I'm not number 2. You know, I just saw some shit on YouTube. It's some new podcast. Number 2, I'm TOO Much Game podcast. Also a fucking comedian, my nigga. Y'all follow me on all social medias. Uncle DOLEMITE.
All right, nigga, we got it.
My name. So follow me on social media, Uncle DOLEMITE. Soon I'll be under the comedic name Anthony Webb. But as it stands, I'm Uncle Dolomite everywhere. Google me. That's it.
Roger the fuck that shit. If you got slide out, we catch you next time, my nigga.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me, dog. I hate that I had to leave so abruptly.
Nah, you all good.
All
right, y'all.
All right, son.
Salute.
Yeah.
Hectic.
Nope.
Talk your shit, little nigga.
All right, so HD Nation's the network. I have a couple shows coming back, whatever by Hectic, the podcast, and then also I started the new series, Beyond Pixel. Beyond Pixel is going to be more than photography, videography stuff. This is going to be talking about different stuff that I like, don't like, or I might just have a think piece on something. So check that out. Go to on YouTube, HD Nation, and then you'll see both of those, whatever by Hectic and Beyond Pixel.
Roger that. Before you say anything, Easy, before you get your outro. I fucked up, y'all. I fucked up. I ain't played a commercial. We were supposed to take a commercial break, but the conversation was too good, so we're gonna play the commercial break at the end. It is what it is.
And today's sponsor is Motivate Image. Go and check them out. Motivate Image is doing great things. They are geared towards mom boudoirs, bodyscape, silhouette, all those type of photographies. They're trying to allow women who may not feel their best or feel sexy anymore to actually experience that and feel sexy once again. Go ahead, give them a follow at Motivate Image on IG, or you could go to Linktree /Motivate Image, and it will send you their way. Go ahead, book with them. They have so many different packages geared to so many different people. You don't want to miss this out. You don't want to miss out the opportunity. Go ahead and do that.
All right, we back from our first commercial break. Easy.
Yo, you already know what it is. It's your big dog, Easy the General. You can find me at Easy the General on all social media platforms, easythegeneral.com, and then, of course, on all streaming sites. I got a show coming up here April 4th and April 5th. I booked for both nights out here in Colorado, so hop on a plane, come fuck with your boy, or, you know, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can, and then you find me here every Saturday night, 10 Eastern, 8 Central, or Mountain. I don't know what time zone.
Shut up.
Because Hectic say I'm everywhere at the same fucking time all the time. So I'm in all the time zones.
He was good all the way up until he got to the last portion and just fucked that shit all the way up. Listen,
Shit.
Somebody told me that apparently it's something I should be doing, but I just don't like doing it. Apparently I should be telling y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. But if I say that, that means I'm telling you to do it versus you doing it organically. And I'm one of those organic people. So if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Life goes the fuck on. We still gonna be here next week, but make sure right there, that's the IG, that's the YouTube, that's the Facebook, that's the TikTok, that's all that shit. If you feel so inclined that you want to subscribe, make it happen. But until then, stay enlightened, motherfuckers. And we out.